everyone to AC Bible Stadium. Mark Sickles and Chuck Cracy here with you, bringing line football, taking on and hosting the College Station Cougars. Mark, you want to read the boosters real quick?
Yeah, real quick. We can go over that. The gold level sponsors, and we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Gold level sponsors, Mercy Veterinary Hospital at mercy-vet.com. They are at 512-890-2000, located at 18109 Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander, Texas. They're privately owned, 15,000 square feet, state-of-the-art small animal veterinary practice and luxury pet resort. They want to be your trusted animal hospital, and they offer a wide range of services to meet all of your pet's needs, from comprehensive preventative care and vaccines, management for chronic conditions, acute illnesses, soft tissue, and orthopedic surgery, to luxury boarding, doggy daycare, and grooming. Their experienced veterinarians and dedicated staff provide compassionate and personalized care. They also prioritize your pet's health and happiness and treat your pet like family. Go check them out. The other gold level sponsor is Rush Automotive at myrushauto.com/Leander, 512-548-6134. They're located at 2276 U.S. South Highway 183 in Leander, Texas, or also in Round Rock and Bastrop. They provide premium auto care, and they have the skills, knowledge, and commitment to diagnose and fix any issue you're having with your truck or car. They utilize state-of-the-art tools, technology, and equipment to ensure flawless results. With their certified technicians, they stand out from the rest due to their work ethic, dedication, and experience in their auto repair shop. Their customer service and customer lounge is top-notch, and there isn't a service or repair need they cannot handle. Our silver level sponsors are Leander Athletic Club at leanderathletic.com, 512-876-1855. They're located off of 190 North Baghdad Road, Suite D in Leander. They provide for fitness, wellness, and recovery. 3 different fitness rooms, a main gym, a yoga studio, and a cycle studio, but they also provide everything you need to properly recover and relax after your workout. They have adult and youth classes during the week and on weekends, and it's a club where you can go and enjoy yourself, feel uplifted, and encouraged to become your best self. The other silver level sponsor, Lot Governmental Affairs, LLC. You can find Lot Governmental Affairs on LinkedIn and Facebook. Earl Lott with Lott Governmental Affairs helps clients in their private and public sectors to address environmental issues, ensure compliance. He also assists corporations as leaders in environmental responsibility. He streamlines permits and steers clients away from possible fines, legal actions, or other entanglements with his extensive knowledge of local, state, and federal regulations. And the last silver level sponsor, RDZ Roofing at rdzroofing.com, 512-316-1195. They provide quality roof services for your home. They believe in taking a personalized approach to every project they undertake, whether it's roof repair, roof replacement, roof inspection, emergency roofing, or roof claims. Whatever service you need, they can help. Roofing is easy, especially if you do it right. Let LDZ make it easy. So we're ready to go in about 3.5 minutes. Looking at the standings, this will be the first district game in 11-5A. Cedar Park, Hendrickson, and College Station were 2-1 in pre-district play. A&M Consolidated 1-1, and Georgetown, Leander, Glenn, and Eastview all 1-2. But none of that matters, Chuck.
That's right. We start the season all over here momentarily, as you mentioned, just over 3 minutes away. The Lions will start their district slate, and with none other than state finalist, the College Station Cougars. So it doesn't get any easier, Mark, as you head into district play.
No, it doesn't. College Station comes in at 2-1. They lost to Lovejoy 50-37, then they beat Temple 60-22, and they beat Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León 46-6. Leander, on the other hand, comes in at 1-2. They beat Pflugerville 48-28. but they lost to Bastrop 41-40 and lost to Del Rio 35-34. So, a couple more points and they'd be 3-0.
And it shouldn't be any shortage of offense tonight. Both teams showing that they can put points on the board, as we've seen. We're going to try to we have a third camera, but for some reason we're having a little bit of difficulty with it. If you see the screen go blank, that's because we're moving over to that camera to test it and see if it's working. It is not at the moment, so I'm probably going to bring that cameraman back up here, and we'll work on it in between all of the broadcasts.
Yeah, he may have the lens or it's shut down to try and walk around, but we'll get back. So we're going to try and bring you some cool sideline shots and extra points, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we can get it working. Then we'll do that. So we're getting ready to see the Future Lions. This is Future Lions night. So the main camera is now panning over to the run-through blow-up. What do they call that, a run-through tunnel?
Yep.
And that's the new one that was purchased a couple of years ago. It's much bigger than the old model. And you got a whole crew of Future Lions coming out. We're going to hear the school song from College Station, sounds like. Maybe not. If they do bring the band back, we'll also bring that crowd mic up higher so that you can see it. One of the things you'll notice is the Bluebells numbers have expanded quite a bit, and that's because there are middle school dance teams from both Running Brushy Middle School and Leander Middle School down with the Bluebells. Again, Future Lion night here at AC Bible. If you're on the way, be safe and come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Bleacher Creatures.
And if not, stay with us. Future Lions, these are the Bleacher Creatures, according to the PA. Always an exciting run through. And the middle school football players coming through, getting an early taste of the run through here at Leander High School.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field your Leander Lions.
Yeah, Chuck, we have some other games tonight. Leander is about to come out. Tonight, Georgetown is at A&M Consolidated. Glenn is at Hendrickson, and Cedar Park is at Eastview. We will try to give you updates throughout the game.
Who was that, Georgetown? Was that against A&M Consolidated?
Yep.
That should be a pretty good football game right there. Where's that at?
At College Station.
Yeah, I might give the nod to Georgetown at Birkelbach, but it's going to be tough for Georgetown at A&M Consolidated. That'll be an interesting outcome.
Your captains for Leander tonight are Joe Weesey, Jacob Harris, Aiden Parker, and Joseph Morrow.
Got a big group out there.
Please remain standing as Leander High School Air Force Junior ROTC presents our nation's colors. Bearer of the American flag is Cadet Major Matilda Chansey. American Flag Guard candidate Senior Master Sergeant Seth Rochelle. Bearer of the Texas flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Madeline Morin. Texas Flag Guard Cadet Staff Sergeant Dante Chauncey. Instructors for the Leander Air Force Junior ROTC are Lieutenant Colonel retired Jeff Moffitt, Master Sergeant retired George Reyes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please remain standing to honor our country with the singing of our national anthem performed by the Leander High School Choir.
we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that was bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Leander Choir.
All right, we're about ready to get underway here. We've got to clear the field off, both dance teams on the field, along with the Leander Choir, who just sang that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, and quite a rendition it was. Mark, always enjoy that. During my time as PA, when they had a solo singer, they would come into the PA booth, and that was always exciting and impressive to see how much better people can sing than myself.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So we should see some new wrinkles from the Lions, I believe, this week. They've had a couple of weeks to prepare for this opener. You're going to prepare for the team that wins district. The prior year, you'd like to have a couple of weeks, and the Lions did have that bye week just before tonight's game. So we should expect to see a wrinkle or two in that offense and probably in the defensive packages as well.
Yeah, the captains are heading out, and that's going to be Joe Weesey, number 5, number 15, Caleb Watts, number 22, Willem Frey, and number 9, Joseph Morrow. And for the College Station Cougars, try and get their numbers here best I can. Looks like number 7, Arrington Maiden. Number 71, I believe that is Harper Hall. We'll get the rest here in just a second. Looks like a number 11 is Jaden Bellows.
Yeah, then there's somebody without a uniform on the end. You get him?
No, and I don't know the middle person either.
71.
Got him, the middle one.
15?
Is that 15?
It's 25. No, it is 15.
15 is Peyton Cashian.
And
Cashian.
4.
And number 4 looks like he may be out today. That is Tony Hamilton. So College Station declined. Leander is going to receive. They're wearing blue on blue tonight. And College Station is wearing white on white with their purple socks. Leander will be going right to left this first quarter if you're listening.
Powerade, Gatorade. Make sure and visit the concession stand.
All right, so it's a great evening here tonight. It is a perfect night for football. Little wind just a little bit out of the south, so it'll be at Leander's back this first quarter, 92 degrees, but with the weather we've had over the past month, it's kind of chilly, Chuck.
Yeah,
chilly 92.
Right. I'm still sweating, but that's because comes with all the setup and rush and trying to get everything working. There's a little bit of stress with that because you have you don't have unlimited time to get it working. So here we are. We definitely have 2 cameras. We're trying to work with a third, but it is much cooler than it has been. And when I checked the hour-by-hour forecast, it showed that the kickoff temperature is going to be around 89 or 90, which is significantly lower than what we saw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And back deep for Leander, number 1, Zane Wooldridge, and number 10, Isaac Montgomery. And getting ready to kick, number 91, Gustavo Lopez. So getting ready for the kickoff here. Game's about to start. Thanks for joining us tonight on SHN Sports. Mark Sickles with Chuck Crazy. And Lopez is getting ready to kick, and he kicks it back to number 10, Montgomery. Gets out to about the 15, 16-yard line, and he is brought down. Pretty good coverage down there. Looks like number 19 and number 24. That's Bryson Brown and Connor Cashion. Of course, we pulled these names off of Max Prep, so I hope we're calling the right names. Don't have a roster for the College Station Cougars. So Leander's setting up on their, looks like 17-yard line, come out in the spread formation. Logan Mitchell in at quarterback. Wooldridge in motion. Looks out. Sets up to throw. Down the sideline. It's deep and incomplete. Tried to go to number 10, Isaac Montgomery. Threw it a little bit too far. Pretty tight coverage out there by the Cougars. Had a couple in his pocket as he was streaking down the field. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, Mark, I think it was an HDMI cable.
Oh, okay.
So we've got another one connected, and we'll have that third camera with some crowd looks here in a little while.
Great. Snap is back, and it's going to be another play-action pass. Looking to throw down the sideline again. It's caught. Oh, almost caught. Diving catch or diving incomplete pass just out of the reach of Zane Wooldridge.
And that is something the College Station Cougar defensive coaches do not want to see, and that's Zane Wooldridge on the other side of your defensive back, because he had a couple of steps and the pass just about a half yard out of his hands.
Yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit. That looked like it just kind of carried a little bit. The wind is at his back. He had him beat. So now it's bringing up a 3rd and 10 here for Leander.
I thought it was a pretty nice pass.
So Wooldridge takes it off the right side, tries to bounce it outside, cuts back in, picks up about 5 on that carry possibly. It'll bring up a 4th down. So Leander will bring the punting unit out. So 3 and out for Leander. Tried to go deep on first 2 plays. Incomplete, but hey, maybe that'll loosen up the Cougars and it'll open up the run game. But they're getting ready to punt here. And back deep for the Cougars is number 21, Braylon Wortham. Snap is back. The kick is blocked, whether it hit a player or someone on the defense. Now, Leander touched it. The ball is on the ground, and there is a scramble. I don't know who's going to come up with it.
It's past the line of scrimmage.
It is.
If Leander gets on it,
and Leander got it.
Should be a first down Lions. It looks like it is.
That was Caleb Bielfeldt, number 99, coming up with the ball.
Heads up play by Coach Beef's son.
Very.
Caleb.
Yeah, they got a lot of pressure up the middle, and I don't know if it went off of a Leander player or a College Station player, but yeah, that one bounced around for a bit. Now the officials are huddling out there, and they are going to give Leander the first down. That is the correct call.
Yeah, once the ball is loose like that, it is a live football. I mean, if a Lion had picked it up on a bounce, they could return it. So able to – it looked like a College Station Cougar player punched it forward.
There's a lot of people were getting their hands on it. It was a big scramble. So good break for Leander. They get the ball right back just as if they picked up a first down on a normal play, but we'll get it off of a deflected punt. We'll take them as we can.
Yes, sir.
Mitchell with the handoff up the middle.
Braden Lott again on that carry.
May have gotten a yard on that late push.
Yeah, Cinco Dagar and Anthony Madrano on the tackle for the Cougars. Minimal gain there, about a yard and a half, Mark.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We're getting down to about 10:20 here in the first quarter, just starting. If you just tuned in, Leander got the ball, 3 and out. Deflected punt. They picked it up past the first down marker off of one of the Cougars, and they have now a 2nd and 9 ball on their 32. Mitchell, another play action. Throw out. It is caught. Wooldridge has enough for the first down and gets out of bounds about the 48-yard line.
And he made the guy miss. That guy did not touch him on that sideline. He threw his body towards him like that was Fisher Maynard trying to get a helmet on Wooldridge, but he could not do it.
Leander quickly up to the line. Hand off to Lott. Jumps forward, picks up about 2. He was hit behind the line, but is able to get out of that and picks up a couple. So it'll now be a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, try to get it behind Jorge Ruiz Williams there, number 61, on the left side of that offensive line. But good push from the Cougars to get penetration into the line backfield. The Lions are going to have to get a better push at the point of attack.
Another play action, quick throw out to the left side. Morrow with the reception.
A nice alert play. He got just enough, plus about a half yard for the first down. He was looking that direction at the yard marker. Nice dive there at the end to make sure he picked it up.
Yep, they moved the chains. The ball set up on the 40-yard line of the Cougars. And a pretty good drive here by Leander. Some of those quick passes out there. You see the cornerbacks with soft coverage right now. See if they tighten that up any as the game goes on. But, yeah, Leander's got some room out there, and good job by Mitchell getting it out there quickly, giving him some room to run. Another quick throw out and incomplete over the head of number 1, Wooldridge.
Yeah, that was just too much on that pass. That's a little bit of excitement. You know, you're moving the ball. You get a break, right? You go out there 3 plays. You can't get a first down. You get a break on the punt, and you start moving the football because you got a little momentum, and that'll amp you up a little bit, and maybe that make you overthrow that pass. Jordan Mitchell just needs to take a little bit off of that one. Or Logan Mitchell, rather.
So Lions looking at a 2nd and 10 on the 40. Clock is stopped at 8:49.
Long huddle.
Yeah, it is.
Play clock down to about 15 seconds. That's still plenty of time to get the play off.
Hargrave in the backfield. Mitchell, another play action. Pump to the side, goes down the sideline. Morrow's open, and he catches it. Touchdown, Lions.
Wow. He had such a lead on the defender there that all Mitchell had to do was lay it in there, and he did just that. Dropped it right into his basket. Morrow cradled it like a baby, carried it across the goal line for the score.
Yeah, great start. That was a nice little play action, which they've set up. He tried that quick pass. He pumped that and then went deep. So they set up the Cougars for that. Whoa, line drive kick, and it's good by Rodriguez. So Lions take an early 7-0 lead. And a great start. It started out a little bit shaky, going 3 and out, got the ball back, but a nice drive down the field. A couple runs and a couple big passes, especially that late one tomorrow, to get the Lions on the board early, 7-0.
Yes, sir. Let's take a quick break, Mark, and we'll be right back.
All right. So welcome back to AC Bible Stadium. Lions are up 7-0 over the College Station Cougars. Lions getting ready to kick here. And back deep for College Station, number 21 and number 8. That is Braylon Wortham and Jake Pavetto. Rodriguez kicking from his 40, the near hash. Got the wind at his back. And not surprisingly, out of the back of the end zone. So now it'll be up to the Lions defense to get a 3 and out. College Station coming in, it has a high-powered offense. And so we'll see what they bring here on this first series. In at quarterback is number 7, Arrington Maiden. And in the backfield with him is number 22, Wilson Stapp. Play action. Pressure. They hit him, but he completes the pass out to number 88, Xavier Vela. But a good job by Leander putting some pressure on Maiden early. Got a good hit on him.
Yeah, still was able to get that pass out there and complete it. Birdwell there to make the tackle, but not until after 8 yards gained by the Cougars.
So Maiden with the handoff up the middle. Has enough for a first down, and that was Stapp. Picked up about 3. They'll move the chains. College Station calling the plays at the line. Trips on the far side. Maiden going back, looking to throw. A little bit of pressure. Now he jumps out, tries to get around the corner, and he goes out of bounds right about the 39, 40-yard line. Picked up about 3 or 4 on that scamper.
Yeah, it's pretty good-sized quarterback back there. Showed that he has quick feet as well, pretty fleet of foot. He was able to get outside away from the rush and pick up a couple of yards.
So the Cougars now in a spread formation. Maiden in the backfield with Stapp. Going to be a handoff to Stapp up the middle. Got some room. Got enough for a first down and more up to midfield.
Well, we talked about it pregame, Mark. We expect these offenses to be able to score a lot of points, and so far they haven't disappointed.
Yep.
The ball is definitely being moved by both teams.
7:50 left here in the first. Play action, throw out to the right side, gets a block, and they're going to pick up another first down. They go down to about the 35, and that was to number 0, Jackson Verdugo.
Yeah, Verdugo, a pretty good-sized receiver as well. The Lions are going to have their hands full with this College Station Cougar offense.
Yeah, Cougars quickly up to the line again. Maiden rolling out to his left, looking to throw. Wide open and down the field. He's not going to throw it. Now some pressure by Leander. Cuts back across to the right side, and he throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, just had to throw that away. He had Verdugo over on that sideline, but covering him there closely was Malachi Filan.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Pavetto down in the end zone. He was behind everybody. The receiver out on the far left side, he was wide open down the field, and good thing that Maiden didn't see him. So here we go, 2nd and 10, trips on the far side. Now there's a flag. Going to have a false start against the Cougars, move them back 5.
Yeah, we'll take that. 2nd and 15 is always better than 2nd and 10, unless you're on offense, of course. That's the additional camera we added tonight. You're looking there if you're watching on the stream. We're going to try to get you some good action. We saw a little bit of the crowd earlier. Pretty excited about the additions to the broadcast. We'll get everything working and all the bugs out of it here before too long.
Yeah, we want to thank LABC for the another camera. So here we go. 2nd 15. Maiden's going to take off on his own up the middle.
He's got him he's got back past the original line of scrimmage. He's still shy of the line needed for the first down.
Picked up about maybe 9 on that scamper up the middle, but it'll now be a 3rd and 6. Spread formation. The pass out to the right side, and it's caught. Kind of stumbled backwards.
Yeah, Verdugo again.
And he picks up enough for a first down. They'll move the chains. Ball's going to be at the 23-yard line of Leander.
Yeah, the Lions playing with a little bit of a cushion there in the secondary off the Cougar receivers. The Lions may have to tighten that up.
Maiden looking to throw on the right side. Has time, rolls out, he throws, and it is going to be caught by number 22, Stapp. Picked up about 6.
And you can see that Maiden, very accurate passer. He's got great legs. He doesn't have to stay in the pocket. You know, not just because he's wearing 7 and he's big, but he looks Randall Cunningham-ish to me.
He does. So another play action. It is behind the receiver.
Oh, if number 29 for the Lions, Tyree Smith, had seen that football, he could have tried to make a play on it. Not that he could have gotten it because the pass was even behind him. And just as soon as I said Maiden has been very accurate, he throws one about 4 yards behind his receiver.
So 3rd down and 5.
I almost wonder if that receiver was supposed to break that back outside and, misread it and broke inside. Or maybe it was Maiden who misread it.
So tight formation here for the Cougars. Ball on the 18. Rolling out to the left. Looking to throw. He wings it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Jumps out here to the near side, out to the 17-yard line. I believe that was
Tyree Smith.
Yep, number 29, once again, calling his name. Big interception.
He heard me. He's like, wait
We got flags on the field right about the 9-yard line.
That'll be after the play more than likely, and it could be an illegal block. That could push the starting point for the drive for Leander back a little bit. We'll see what the call is.
It was a defensive hold or something before the play.
That receiver was open. The pass was just
Let's see what the official says here. Okay, well, after the interception, a penalty against Leander, that's fine. We'll take the ball.
What likely happened is one of the line players came back and cracked on a College Station Cougar player towards our goal line, which is illegal. You can't block towards your goal line on a crack type block. And if you got offensive players that are turning to run upfield, then they can be considered, what do they call it? Defenseless.
So Leander picks it up at the 5-yard line. Mitchell in the gun. There's going to be a play action. Another quick throw out to the far side. It's caught. Gets enough for a first down.
Yeah, you like that because it gives the Lions breathing room. Aiden Parker out there. That wide receiver screen working early for the Lions.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of it, and Mitchell's hitting them quickly out there, giving them a chance to run. So 1st and 10 now on the 15. It's going to be a run up the middle, and he gets hit by number 60. Maybe got a yard. That was, looks like DeAndre Harwell waiting for him. At the line of scrimmage, he was able to get one on the push, so it's now 2nd and 9. Clock is down to 5:40. Here in the first quarter, Leander with a 7-0 lead. Thanks for tuning in to Leander Lions football. So looking at a 2nd and 9. Twins on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Lott in the backfield with Mitchell. It's going to be another run at the middle, and maybe picked up a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's one of the tough things about tonight for Leander is really getting push at the point of attack, especially there in the interior of the defensive line. That is a very sizable defensive line with the College Station Cougars. Sitting there at nose, number 50, Clayton Boyd, and real big end here on the near side, number 5, Cinco Degar.
3rd and 9. Play action. Mitchell throwing a little too long. Tried to go to Wooldridge again. Tight coverage, but the pass is a little hot, a little to the outside, so that'll bring up 4th down. Rodriguez coming out to punt, but hey, they kept College Station from getting in the end zone, burn up a little clock, try a couple more plays, see what works. Nothing wrong with that. Back deep is number 21, Wortham, for the Cougars. He's standing right about the 48-yard line.
Well, we can expect the Cougars to move the ball tonight. The key is, can the Lions keep them out of the end zone or keep their point totals to a minimum? So far, so good.
Yeah. Last one got blocked or punted into the back of a player, so that one comes off clean. Caught at the 45-yard line on the near side, and a nice downfield wrap up and tackle. Who was that? Let's get his name. That was number 12 for Leander, Jacob Harris. Great downfield tackle, one-on-one.
You know, you didn't quite flip the field like you'd like to, but, you know, considering that Rodriguez's back was at the goal line, pretty decent punt. Wortham with a nice return, and like you said, a great tackle by Jacob Harris.
Maiden and Stapp once again in the backfield. Twins on the far side. Single receiver on the near side. Vela in at the H or wing, however you want to reference that. It's going to be run up the middle, bounces to the outside, and he picks up about 8 or 9 on that carry.
Yeah, that was a great block by number 88, Xavier Vela, at the point of attack for the Cougars. It really sprung the running back on that play.
2nd and 2. Play action, Maiden looking to throw. Leander's got a little bit of pressure on. He throws it down the far sideline. It's up in the air and incomplete. It looked like he was and he did. Pulled out the flag. Yeah, you could see the interference. I was hoping he wouldn't call it, but they did. That was on Anthony Ugo over there, number 7.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to find that flag. It was in a spot that he was looking in a spot it wasn't in. So
yeah, and the main reason for that call was the pass was behind him because of the pressure from the defensive line. So the ball was behind the receiver, had to come out, and Ugo just had to grab his shoulder rather than.
He was going to run right by him.
And don't let him catch that ball. So 15 yards, and they'll move it down to the 21.
It's better than what the result of the play would have been had the pass been more accurate and caught by the receiver. You had to do what Anthony Ugo did.
So spread formation, they're spread out wide. Receivers are stacked on both sides. See if they try and open up the middle here for Maiden or Stapp. Stapp is now heading out. Quick throw out, nice screen pass. Has enough for down to the 12 or 13 yard line. I'm sorry, the 15 or 16.
Yeah, that was Peyton Cash in there on the reception. On the stop for the Lions was number 40, Michael Segovia. But still shy of the line needed, but second and short.
Yep. Quick pass out to the left side. Oh, nice job by Ugo getting through the receiver and making the tackle.
And that's what the Cougar defense has not done to those wide receiver screens from Leander. We see Leander not waiting and getting up there and making a play. Nice job by Ugo.
So that brings up a 3rd and 5. Trips on the near side. Going to be a run up the middle. Has enough for the first down to the 10. 5 dives down to about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that one almost went all the way, obviously, if he's tackled at the 1. But there was just no bodies there in the middle of the field defensively for the Lions to stop that. Looked like they were expecting another pass on the edges.
So Stapp gets a big run down to the 1 yard line. About 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're going to have a timeout by the Cougars.
Timeout, College Station. First charge timeout of the half.
Well, going ahead and take this opportunity to mention the gold level sponsors. They include Mercy Veterinary Hospital online at mercy-vet.com. You can call them at 512-890-2000. They are also located where you can physically take your pet at 18109 Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander. It's not just a veterinary hospital, it's also a pet vacation retreat, so make sure you treat your pet as kindly as you want to and go out to Mercy Veterinary Hospital. Again, the number 512-890-2000. The other gold sponsor is Rush Automotive online at myrushauto.com/Leander. Call for your appointment at 512-548-6134. That's 512-548-6134. Back at action.
Yep. First down and goal on the 1. Couple running backs with Maiden. And it's going to be a handoff to Stapp. He gets in easy. So they get 6 on the board, pinning the extra point. Yeah, both sides of the offense and defensive line for the Cougars are big, Chuck. They've got some beef out there, and they're able to control that line of scrimmage there, and the Stapp easy trot into the end zone.
Well, there are 2 main public schools in the town of College Station. It's College Station and A&M Consolidated.
And the extra point by Trey Stasny is good. So it's all tied up at 7-7, 2:54 left here in the first.
Of course, there's also Bryan High School, and I think there's Rudder High School, I believe, is out there as well. But those are in the city of Bryan, so you're basically looking at 2 schools splitting up all the talent. And, you know, in case you didn't know, Texas A&M University happens to be right in that area. And so they have a lot of a lot of big kids that come through there.
Yeah, they do.
So we will stay with the broadcast here. We're getting a good view on the third camera of the Lion special teams, the kick return unit here, as College Station prepares to kick off after their score. It looks like that's going to be number 91, Gustavo Lopez, kicking off.
Yeah, quick scoring update. Cedar Park Timberwolves up 14-0 over Eastview. And Hendrickson on top of Glenn, 7-3.
Back deep to receive is going to be Wooldridge and, of course, number 18.
Or number 10.
Number 10, I'm sorry.
Yep, that's right.
Isaac Montgomery. I see I didn't have my binoculars on. That 8 looked like a...
Well, Montgomery's going to get it at about the 3. Heads off towards the right side, cuts up the middle.
Nice
makes
move.
the first player miss, and he goes out to the 29-yard line. Nice return by Montgomery.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a freshman returning kicks on the varsity level. You don't see that very often, Mark. I mean, there are certain jobs that you don't tend to give younger guys, even if they're talented and fast. I mean, you've got to show good skill. Just catching those kickoffs takes quite a bit of knowledge. You have to determine the wind and everything.
Yep.
So it's worse than catching a fly ball.
Mitchell keeping the ball. He throws it out quickly. It's popped in the air. Oh, off the chest of Wooldridge.
Yeah, the Lions
and
are lucky
incomplete.
there.
Yeah, dodged a bullet. A couple Cougars right around, but the ball hits the ground. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, Mitchell didn't have a whole lot to do. He was scrambling out, and Wooldridge was there. Threw it a little too hot off of his chest. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Luke Webster, number 6, heading in for the Lions.
Lions taking their time here. About 10 seconds on the play clock. I expect that potentially, nope, looks like they're going to run a play.
Yep, quickly up to the line, trips on the near side. Mitchell play action, looking to throw, and it is complete. Aiden Parker breaks a tackle. He's at the 40.
They are not going
30.
to catch him.
It's a foot race to the 10. Oh, and he
they
grabs
do.
his heel down inside the 10-yard line. Wow, great job by Parker breaking the tackle. Great job by Mitchell hitting him in stride, and Leander is right back down, getting ready to put some points on the board. Let's see if they can do it. Just got his heel, diving tackle.
Yeah, and they snatched the momentum now back from College Station here early first quarter. I mean, I guess it's late first quarter, about 2.5 minutes left.
Uh-oh. All right, get everyone set. It's going to be a run up the middle. Tries to spin it outside. May have picked up a yard.
So that was
Braden Lott.
They had an extra lineman there, and that was number 61. They lined him up in the backfield. That's Jorge Ruiz Williams. They lined him up at the H-back position. I think there was probably an H-back that was supposed to be in there on that play and didn't get in. Could be wrong, but they sent him back out there and had him line up in that H-back slot.
2nd and goal from
He's
the 7.
still out there, so it couldn't have been accidental.
Hand off the right side lot, looking for some room into the end zone. Touchdown.
Beautiful run by Braden Lott. He got great blocks on that right side, but he picked and weaved his way into the end zone. It almost looked like not a single Cougar player touched it.
No,
They were close enough to, but
Yep, great job sealing off, and great job by the receivers down there getting him in the end zone. So Lions take a 13-7 lead, 1:41 left. Rodriguez in for the extra point.
Rodriguez on for the extra point.
Kick is low, but it's good.
had a couple of low ones here.
Line drive, but it's in.
He's only missed one on the season. That's both field goals and point after. But that was also blocked.
Yep.
The one that was missed. So
Sorry, we're playing with the cameras here, switching them around a little bit.
yeah, we're just toying with the new toys, and if and I'll go on ahead and say it again. If you want to participate on the broadcast, we could use your assistance. So make sure you reach out to someone on the Booster Club or Coach Price or Mark or myself, and we'll get you connected and hooked into the broadcast. We right now have a student producer. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Perriers Wesper.
Perriers Wesper.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got it right. It took me 2 weeks, right?
That's very true.
I was like, just forget it last time. You could just tell them who you are. But we appreciate you coming out, Perriers. And he's working the cameras. Of course, we're reaching over him and poking buttons and stuff, too. He hadn't quite decided to slap our hands away yet. But, in a couple of weeks, he'll be doing this like it's easy.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we go. Lions up 14-7, 141 left. In the first, kick is back. Thought about getting it, but out the back of the end zone once again.
There's that weapon.
Yep.
Ivan the Leg Rodriguez will put it into the end zone. We talked to Coach Price about it at Lion Nation podcast on Monday out at Guaco Taco, what it's like to have somebody who can really take a significant weapon away from opponents, which is kick returns.
Yeah, and you know that the Cougars have a lot of speed as well, so you know they'd love to try and return one, break one. So here we go. Cougars at the 25. It's going to be a handoff off the left side to number 1, Aiden Martinez-Brown. Picks up about 5.
Number 31, Birdwell, coming up to make the stop. You want your lineman to be able to make that play, but Birdwell coming in and supporting the run there.
Oh, looks like should be a flag down on that one, and they do blow the whistle. That'll move them back 5. Offense jumped.
Lions will take that instead of second and basically a 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
So Cougars come out. Trips on the near side. Single receiver on the far side, spreading the Lions defense out. Maiden looking to throw. Nope, he keeps it himself off the left side. Down the sideline, 40. Runs out of bounds about the 46-yard line, and that's what they were doing, Chuck. They're trying to spread the defense out. They had one receiver out there in one corner, and he took off around the left side.
That was a good-looking quarterback draw. We've seen him toss the ball around so far in this first quarter, and the Lions assumed that's what it was again, but he was able to pull out and make a run, pull down and make a run.
Play action, sets up a screen on the left side. They had a lot of blockers, but incomplete pass, too tall for Martinez-Brown. Chuck, they had that set up for a touchdown.
It was set up, and that's one of those moments that we talked about a little earlier with the long pass from Mitchell. You get a little bit excited sometimes when you see your guy that open.
Yeah, I mean, they had 3 big linemen in their wall getting ready to hit anyone that was going over there, but incomplete, 2nd and 10. Play action once again. Lots of time back there. Now getting some pressure. Takes off around the left side, and he goes out of bounds after about picking up 7 or 8.
He is fast, and they got to watch out for those down markers down there. Is number 7, Maiden, ran into one, and you can hurt yourself doing that.
Yep. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Big play here for
ball
the Lions.
Ball at Leander's 47-yard line.
Probably 2 down territory for the Cougars, but you want to get a stop here and make them make that choice.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle.
They're
going to be close.
They're about a yard short.
Yep. Aiden Martinez-Brown got 2. It's going to be a 4th and 1 at Leander's 45-yard line.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to go for it if you're the Cougars here, down 7. 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. They're hurrying up.
Yep. Oh, they got the big push behind. Yep, there they go.
Philadelphia Eagles style quarterback sneak. Lions are saying no, but based on the spot, it looks like he's got it. And, yeah, the line judge on the opposite side, the College Station side, was signaling first down, so they'll have the ball in the 44.
Yeah, that's just almost impossible to stop when you have, 3 or 4 people, or 3 people pushing the quarterback from behind or whoever, up the middle. That's just tough.
Yeah, even if you're able to get under the offensive line, you're not going to be able to prevent the quarterback from coming over their back very easily, at least.
Snap back, Maiden rolling out to the right, got some pressure, throws it incomplete.
Had a receiver down there, but he was on the ground. Looked like he might have fallen down. That was Peyton Cashin. good pressure by the Lions. They forced some errant throws from Maiden. Of course, he's had a couple on his own, but I do like the pressure from Leander.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10, trips again on the near side, spreading Leander out. Maiden looking to throw. A quick pass, dump off to the left, and a nice catch. And a good tackle out there by number 20, was that 25? 26.
They forced a 3rd down there, but, they prevented that from getting a 1st down. But that play, you see the pressure from the Lions, How do you slow that down? You throw a screen or two or run a draw, and we've seen both of those from the Cougars. So the positive thing about that is obviously they're worried about the Lions' defense.
Yeah, that was Calvin Kessler, who was able to come up with that tackle on number 1, Aiden Martinez-Brown. He made a nice catch, kind of a low throw by the quarterback, but is able to catch it and started to get upfield, but not enough for a 1st down. So that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Lions up 14-7, and Chuck, I'd take that every day of the week.
Yeah, if you told me before the game or sometime last week that at the end of the 1st quarter the Lions would be up 14-7, I'd say I'll take it. You know, it's just like you said, every day of the week. Not that I didn't think the Lions would be in this game, but you're playing a team that was a state qualifier. Obviously, just like Leander, kids graduate and you got a whole new set of kids, but ultimately the College Station Cougar program is a little further along in its establishment at the moment. Now, of course, the Lions football been around forever, but they've fallen on hard times and they're starting to turn it around. So you like what you see.
Yep, so as the Lions flip the field, Lions will be going left to right, and we'll switch our duties. We'll flip ours. Chuck will be calling play-by-play now, and we'll go from there.
So Arrington remains the quarterback for the Cougars in a pistol formation. 2 receivers on the near side of the formation, a single receiver on the wide side on the College Station Cougar side of the formation. He moves his running back to the left, takes a snap, hands to that running back. That's Brown. He's able to pick up the 1st down off the right side of the offensive line. Coming up off the bottom of the pile for the Lions is Anthony Ugo, and they are going to give him a 1st down. It looks like right at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Gavin Rodriguez also in on that tackle, but got just enough, so they'll move the chains.
So Martinez-Brown will remain in the backfield with number 7, Arrington Maiden. Snap, they'll hand to Martinez-Brown straight ahead. He'll spin his way forward close to the 30. They're going to mark him at the 31. So that'll be a gain of 3, bringing the down and distance to 2nd and 7.
Nicholas Parsons there to clean up at the end of that tackle.
So we got trip receivers here on the near side of the formation. There's a snap. Arrington hands off to Martinez-Brown up the middle, and he's going to go right up the seam for a score. And it is now 14-13. No Laundry on the field, and just like that, they're that much closer, ready to try to tie it here, Mark.
Yeah, he was untouched. We could see his speed early in the game. He had a crease there and was able just to sprint down the field into the end zone, untouched.
Good vision.
Yep.
Point after attempt coming up. Kick is up, and it is good. That is number 31, Trey Stasny, on the kick. And, hey, there's a road in our neighborhood nearby around here, Stasny. Well, I guess it's in Austin somewhere. But, anyway, it's spelled slightly different. But it is now a 14-14 score with 11-14 remaining. And the Lions got themselves a ball game here. Want to shout out our silver sponsors while we have a moment. Those silver sponsors include Leander Athletic Club online at leanderathletic.com or call them 512-876-1855. Lot Governmental Affairs on LinkedIn and the Facebook platforms. Look them up under LGA, Lot Governmental Affairs, and RDZ Roofing online at rdzroofing.com. Also, you can call them at 512-316-1195. That's 512-316-1195. We would like to thank all of our sponsors. Kicking off for the Cougars is Gustavo Lopez, number 91. Back deep for the Lions, of course, Zane Wooldridge and Isaac Montgomery. Saw a good return from Montgomery. We'll see what happens here. He's got the wind at his back. This time he's able to kick it towards the back of the end zone, and so Gustavo Lopez prevents a Lion return by taking a page out of the Ivan Rodriguez book of kickoffs. So the Lions will have the football at the 25-yard line, first down and 10, with 11:14 remaining in this first half, tied at 14.
Yeah, Lions have got to come out and, put some more points on the board. They've been able to move the ball, and a lot of those quick passes are paying off. So here we go.
In pistol formation, Mitchell drops back, looking for a deep one down the left sideline. He's got Wooldridge, and the ball knocked away at the last second as it was dropping into Wooldridge's hand by number 2, Demarion Gilbreth. And that was a good play by Gilbreth. In fact, that pass a little longer from Logan Mitchell. That is a touchdown for Leander, and he put a lot of air under that pass.
Yeah, Wooldridge is all the way on the left side, and he was yelling before the play to Mitchell. He started taking off on a post route, and Mitchell threw it up where he could run under it, but pretty good defensive coverage coming back at the last second.
You know you're fast when you can outrun throws.
Yeah.
And the Lions have a lot of speed. We've seen it tonight from Wooldridge, Montgomery, and, of course, Joseph Morrow, just to name a few. Number 14, Aiden Parker, was, a heel slap away from a touchdown. It's a timeout.
It is a timeout. Timeout Leander. So let's see if we can get Martin down there to pick up some of the crowd or the cheerleaders.
He's focused on the huddle at the moment, but yeah, just text him, and as soon as he sees it, he'll get us some of that crowd footage. He's a little all over the place. You know, that camera tripod can be tricky. You got to know which nuts to loosen and which ones to tighten. It looks like he's figuring it out, but we're getting a little close up there of the huddle. Lions back out on to the field, out of the timeout, at the line of scrimmage, both teams. In the backfield with Mitchell, looks like it's going to be E.J. Hargrave. Two receivers in an H-back here on the near side of the formation. They're going to fake to Hargrave, throw it to Parker in the flat. He carries it up over the 30 and out of bounds at around the 35. That looks like it should be enough for a first down.
And the key to that was number 61 out there for Leander getting a big block, and that was Jorge Ruiz-Williams.
Yep. I think we spoke to him on Monday, didn't we?
Yeah, he came out and set that for Parker. And great job getting out there, getting in front, and getting that first down.
He's really had a pretty good first half here for the Lions. We've mentioned him a couple of times. You don't really mention offensive line guys. Of course, he's lining up at H-back some too, but you don't really mention those linemen very often unless they get a penalty. It's going to be a keeper by Mitchell straight ahead. Not much there, and it's a scrum, and it's going to give him maybe a yard. That is a whole pack of Cougars there on the tackle for College Station. The clock moving at 10:45 and counting. We're, of course, knotted at 14. It's going to be second down and 9 for the Lions. They'll huddle. They'll bring in a lineman. That's number 76, Jacob Wells, the big sophomore coming into the game.
Hargrave in the backfield now.
Yeah, and they're moving Wooldridge over here to the near side, two receivers on this side, and they're going to hand to Hargrave that direction. He hesitates and cuts up over the 40. Nice little move there at the line of scrimmage. Gets into a little bit of a verbal exchange with the safety there for College Station.
Yeah, I like the intensity. He basically, waiting for that cut, then he just exploded up for a nice gain.
They'll hand to Hargrave again, this time on the outside, and he'll carry up for a first down to the 47-yard line. And the Lions are in business with two consecutive first downs, a little under 10 minutes in this first half.
Yeah, Hargrave running angry. I like it.
Well, after a big safety like Fisher Maynard pops you and says something to you, then, a youngster like Hargrave wants to let you know. Well, he's a junior. He wants to let you know, hey, I'm out here all day. Mitchell and Hargrave in the backfield, 2 receivers either side of the formation. They fake to Hargrave, flip it out into the flat to Wooldridge. He hesitates, makes a move, and gets the first down on that far sideline. He faked in. Everybody froze, and then he lunged forward and picked up the first.
Yeah, it looked like a dead leg over there, like a Walter Payton move out there, just kind of plant, and everyone kind of hesitates and take off.
Well, all week long they've been looking at film of Zane Wooldridge, and that he's in their head. They know he's fast, and when you have that ability to take off that quickly, you can put a little hesitation move and really give yourself some space, and we saw it there on that play. So pistol formation again. Looks like Mitchell has Braden Lott in the backfield now. He'll take a snap, roll to his left, looking downfield. He has a receiver
tipped
on the sideline. It was tipped, and then there was contact. You can make contact after the ball is tipped. It was intended for Zane Wooldridge, incomplete.
Yeah, Mitchell tried to thread that one in there, and one of the linebackers, I think one of the linebackers kind of went back at that angle and able to get their hand on it. Look, good thing it wasn't picked off, but had a lot of mustard on that ball.
Yeah, and that's one thing that they're lucky for. But if the Lions are looking for interference, once the ball's tipped, they're not going to call that contact in the secondary. So the Lions receivers out into the formation. We got twins on the near side and a single receiver in Isaac Montgomery on the far side. Lott, the running back beside Mitchell. They'll hand a Lott coming this way. He breaks up over the 40. He gets stacked up there, so they're going to give him a gain of about 4 yards, make it 3 yards to the 40. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 yards to go now for the Lions. They need to get down to the 33-yard line of College Station.
Yeah, this is a big play for Leander. They may go for it on 4th, depending on what they do. Why not? But you want to get some more points on the board because you've been getting one in the end zone and then College Station coming right back, pulling in the end zone, College Station coming right back, and you don't want to give them the advantage right before halftime. We got about 8:30 and rolling here on the clock. So Leander, see if they can move this ball a little bit more.
There's Mitchell taking the snap, looking down the left side. Well, he's got Montgomery.
Drops it about the 8-yard line.
I think it hit his face mask. That's Demarion Gilbreth on the coverage, but Isaac Montgomery had a step, and that was a nice pass from Logan Mitchell. Lions just could not convert there. Now it's 4th and 7, and that's a little harder to convert than, I was thinking go for it on 4th after picking up 2 or 3 yards on 3rd. But an incomplete pass stops the clock at 8:21. The Lions still will go for it here.
Yeah, Mitchell had a nice pass into the wind.
Yeah, I liked it. It just didn't connect it. Lott, the running back beside Mitchell, takes the snap. Hits Wooldridge with one-handed catch. He's going to be stopped just shy of the line to gain, though, for the first down, and it'll go over on downs to College Station. I mean, he literally was 9 yards down to 1 yard away. So 8:14 remaining, and the Cougars will take over with the football. A little bit of static for some reason. They got a pass down the sideline from Maiden. Looks like he may have caught it, but was he in bounds? There's going to be a discussion. They're going to say he did catch it. It will be a first down, College Station in Lions territory at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice catch over here by number 8. That is Jake Pavetto.
For some reason, I'm getting a little bit of static, Mark.
Yeah, we are on the crowd mic. It's going to be a handoff off the right side. Picks up about 3. Yeah, it's the crowd mic for some reason. That's kind of gone out. We'll turn that down. We'll try and
turn it back up real quick.
There we
That's
go.
a little better.
There we go.
Yeah, we may have to, and it may not be our equipment. It could be the outside mic that we're plugging into. So there will be a timeout. We'll take a quick break and return. You want to mention the bronze sponsors, Mark?
Yeah, definitely. We want to thank all of the sponsors that are helping the Booster Club here. The bronze sponsors, we have Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Black Rock Coffee Bar, McDonald's of Leander, Modern Shade, Frontier Bank of Texas, Toyota of Cedar Park, State Farm Insurance with Shannon Johnson, Jamba and Auntie Anne's, Whitestone Jewelry, and Texas Pools and Patios. Thank you, bronze level sponsors.
Let's see if I can make this work better. Sometimes the cord gets loose. That can be the problem. Other times, well, that would be a little bit too loud. So it's definitely the stadium mic that's having the problem. We switched channels and the static got worse. Pass out into the flat is complete to number 8, and he's in the open, 20, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown from Jake Pavetto, the receiver, and the Lions caught a little bit off guard after that timeout, Mark, and he was able to take it right up the seam for the first College Station Cougar lead of tonight.
Yeah, quick pass out to Pavetto, and they had great blocking, had a wide open seam, and fast receiver, able to just sprint down the field and get 6 on the board. So extra point is pending by number 31. Trey Stasny. And the kick is no good off the right side.
That could come into play. We've seen that affect the Lions over a couple of games.
So the score is now 20-14 Cougars with 7:32 left in the first half. Plenty of time, Chuck.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of football that we're going to see here coming up. And, you know, we've said it a couple of times. We're going to expect a lot of points to be scored. And so far, neither team is really disappointed.
See if I can give an update on some of the scores. Right now, Cedar Park Timberwolves up 27-0 over Eastview. Georgetown, it's hard to see that score. 7-0 over College Station A&M Consolidated, and the Hendrickson Hawks up 14-3 over the Glen Grizzlies.
It's pretty tough when you start losing your vision. It happens all at once, too.
Well, they had the A&M Consolidated wrapped around, so I had to click on the actual game to see the score. So here we go. Getting ready to kick is number 91, Gustavo Lopez.
Back deep for the Lions going to be Wooldridge and Montgomery, and they switch at the last second. It's going to kick it towards Wooldridge. It's going to be fielded about 6 yards deep. He's going to bring it out. He's at the 10, cuts out at the 15, breaks the tackle, carries it up to about the 19-yard line where he's forced out of bounds. They're going to give him the 20. Pretty nice return from Wooldridge, and with his ability to make a play, you like for him to take that chance.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, here tonight, you need all the chances you can get. End result, 5 yards less, but you had a shot at breaking it down the field. So I'd take that all day long.
Well, Mark, go ahead and take over. I'm going to see if I can find another crowd mic cord.
Okay, that's fine.
If you'll mute me real quick.
So here we go. Lions trail by 6 points, 7:25 left in the first half. Spread formation. Mitchell in the backfield with Lott. Play action, looking to throw seam route. Parker caught and dropped. Right about knee level. Thought he brought it in. Had a bad angle here from the press box, but it looked like he dropped the ball right about the first down marker, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lions stay in their spread formation. 3-man front for the Cougars. Play action again. Another tipped by number 20. Let me get his number correct. Number 28 for College Station. Pretty good defensive play there by Cole Flanagan. It was going to be another quick hitting seam route. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 10. Now this is the time where Leander needs to get a first down. They can't give the ball back to College Station to allow it to get them more points up on right before halftime.
Don't the Cougars get the ball back? Or did they have the ball first?
They deferred, so they'll be getting the ball second half.
Yet another reason they got to get it first here.
Another play action. Another pass in and out of the hands of Parker.
It was on his back shoulder, a little bit far behind, but it was still a makeable catch, and he was unable to draw it in. The Lions are going to have to punt here on 4th and 10.
Yeah, and basically no time off the clock. 7:12 left, lots of time. So Rodriguez will be kicking into the wind this punt. And back deep is number, see if I can get his number here, 21 for College Station, Braylon Wortham. Snap is back. It's clean. The kick is up. Nice kick into the wind, away from Wortham, but bounces at the 40 and stays right about the 40, and that's where it is stopped. For Leander, number 12, Jacob Harris down on the punt coverage. Able to stop that ball right about the 40-yard line. So once again, College Station has the ball. Up by 6, 7 minutes left in the first half. Trips on the near side, single receiver on the far side.
That's definitely the stadium mic that's bringing that static, Mark. We'll have to talk to the crew and see if they can check for shorts.
So Maiden with number 1, Martinez Brown, in the backfield with him. Hands it off to Brown.
Bielfeldt there make a stop. He got a little bit of help there on the inside, but great job by the youngster, number 99, Caleb Bielfeldt.
Yep, good job. Right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Oh, it looks like the mic may be back.
Yeah.
It'll be hit and miss.
Right.
We'll
I think there's a little bit of a short in the wire outside, but we'll just, we want to bring you some of the.
Lots of pressure. Pass out to the right side, and it is caught, but pushed out of bounds. Vertigo with another reception.
And Filan out there with the tackle. But we want to be able to bring you the experience, right? You got to hear the crowd. You got to hear the band to get that.
So it's going to be a 3rd and about 3 at the Cougars' 47-yard line.
Big play here for the Lion defense. See if they can get off the field.
Looks like the right side jumped, and there's a flag. That'll push him back 5.
Yeah, that's helpful. That'll make 3rd and 3 much more difficult at 3rd and 8, obviously. They call that on number 50, Clayton Broad.
So now it's 3rd and 8.
6.5 minutes still in the half.
Spread formation for the Cougars. Maiden looking to throw. Seam route just over the hands of a Cougar receiver. He had him beat on the seam, and that was number 88. That was Xavier Vela. That had a couple steps on him.
That is not unlike the missed touchdown for Leander in the first quarter. Right about the same area of the field, about a yard, half yard ahead of the receiver's hands, unable to bring it in. It forces the Cougars to punt it back to Leander. And you got to give credit to the defense for getting out there and getting a stop. After the Cougars scored, the Lions went 3 and out. And that defense was back on the field quickly, and they're able to get a stop.
Corcoran with a kind of a pooch kick away from Wooldridge at the 20. And it rolls down now inside the 10.
Yeah, that took a weird bounce, and that's the thing about footballs. They're not round. They're not going to bounce the way you think they are, and they're always going to take a weird hop. I'm still not for Zane Wooldridge. I think what he did there was smart to not touch the football. There were too many Cougar players right by him, and the last thing you want to do is turn the ball over on that punt return. You want to give your offense an opportunity to get out on the field and run the plays that you're confident in and see if you can get the ball moving, grab a little bit of momentum going into the half and potentially the lead, because the Lions only down 6 here, 20-14.
Yeah, if that had been a clean bounce, he would have picked it up, but that was a funny one, and you don't want to have that bounce off your hand and give them a shot inside the 10.
Yeah, you know which way a basketball is going to bounce about 90% of the time, a baseball about 80% of the time, a football only about 20% of the time.
So Lions have the ball once again. Wooldridge in motion, and there's going to be a
Quick
flag
whistle.
against Leander. False start.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense. Number 11.
So
Pass the distance.
definitely a false start by the Lions, but that's going to push the line of scrimmage back a little bit, but not too much because it's half the distance. So you're inside the 5, right around the 3.5-yard line.
So clock is down to 6:13 right now. Leander trailing by 6. They do have the ball.
I mean, you got to get out of the shadow of your goal line, but at the same time, you want to burn clock. So let's see if the Lions run here.
Hand off to Lott. A little bit of room. He bounces to the outside. Great block downfield to the 25.
And what a move by Braden
And
Lott.
there's a flag down now. And Lott goes down as well, and he is down. It looks like he
might
just
have
pulled
been
up.
an odd tackle.
I don't know if that was him going down on his own or someone grabbed him. It was a tough. I was trying to get the block as well,
Yeah,
but he had enough for a first down.
Could have been a horse collar. It was hard to tell. We'll see what the call is.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was. It was a great run by Lott.
And then you just see him kind of go down, and I couldn't tell if someone grabbed him or if it was more of maybe an injury going down.
Holding. Offense.
But they're going to be holding on the offense.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
So that'll make it first and shorter than 10 yards. Probably going to be about first and 5 or 6 yards based on the potential spot here. Referees trying to determine their Lion staff checking on Lott.
Yeah, that was odd, Chuck. I mean, he was running full speed, and then
Yeah,
it's
it
almost
looked
like he pulled up on his own and went down, or someone. I didn't see.
Well, we've seen injuries, non-contact injuries on turf fields.
We'll try and find out what happened. That was just a weird. He's getting helped off the field now. We're wishing the best for him, but that was a weird-looking play.
Yeah, it's either a knee or an ankle, but he's having difficulty even putting a little pressure on it. We'll send our prayers out for Braden Lott. He's a youngster for the Lions. He'll be around a little while longer, another couple of years, and we wish the best for him.
So they're going to place the ball at the 11-yard line, first and about 7.
Yeah, it's 6 yards, first and 6. They got to get to the 12-yard line, or not the 12, the 17-yard line from the 11-yard line. My midway math tells me that's 6 yards. So the Lions have come up to the line of scrimmage. Go ahead, Mark.
Yep, Hargrave in the backfield with Mitchell. Play action. Mitchell's going to keep it on the right side. Able to get up close to the first down. Going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, he had to get around Jorge Rodriguez, Jorge Ruiz Williams, sorry. He was not moving as fast as Mitchell, so slowed him
Second down run off the left side. Hargrave gets stood up at the line of scrimmage, or maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, that was pretty stout defense there from the right side of the Cougar defensive line. You got Medrano, Bellows, and at least one more in number 50, the nose tackle, Clayton Broad. And we got a timeout on the field. I didn't see if it was doesn't look like it was a called timeout.
No, the official blew the whistle. Now they're talking right about the 15.
I think they're trying to determine how much he got. I didn't see any flags on the field, and there's no injuries.
And the ball's down at the 9-yard line. I'm sure they'll pick that up.
I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to get a... Yeah, they're going to move the football up, and they're going to give the Lions a first down, it looks like, right around the 16-yard line.
Okay, so he did get enough for a first. Maybe that's what they were talking about.
5:14 left in the half.
Yeah, kind of a delay out here right now.
Well, this tight of a ball game, they make sure they get everything right, and so.
Well, they have second and did they flip the marker? No, they didn't flip it yet. Okay, it is 1st and 10. They moved the chains. No, they're saying 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe that was the discussion that because he had announced it was first down. Well, I guess they ran a play. He looked like he picked up close to a first down. I don't know.
Okay, well, 2nd and 11. Here we go.
Yeah, there's
All
some
right.
craziness here.
Play action, looking to throw, lots of pressure. Mitchell trying to get out, and he goes down inside the 10-yard line.
He had defenders coming from
and
all
now
over.
Late flag thrown at the 9-yard line.
Hopefully that'll be against the Cougars, but I don't know what it would be. It was a very late flag, so it could have been something verbal that caused the they're going to call a hold on the Lions. And that was a very late hold call.
Holding. Offense number 70. Penalty is declined. Third down.
So they'll decline that. It'll now be 3rd and about almost 20. Let's see where they mark it here.
Yeah, they got to
At
get
the
to
8.
the 27. They're at the 9.
Yeah, so 3rd and 19 maybe?
3rd and 18.
Yeah,
Yes,
3rd and 18. All right, so clock is rolling at 4:38. 3rd and 18.
Yeah, I think if you're the Lions, you let this clock run down on the play clock, then you call one of your timeouts, and then come out with something you're more confident with. And then, I'm looking at something, well, doesn't look like they're going to do what I think.
Trips on the far side. Single receiver out here, man-to-man, all alone. Mitchell gets the snap, pump action, lobs it up down the sideline, and it is intercepted.
Yeah, Morrow
28.
didn't see it.
So Cougars coming on the near side. Mitchell in on the tackle. He gets hit hard, gets on the tackle chart, and along with number 61 for Leander, that is Jorge Ruiz-Williams.
And that interception by number 31, or was that 31? 21.
21.
Yeah, that was 21. That is Braylon Wortham on the interception.
Yeah, he just kind of
And
lofted
Mitchell
that
just
ball
left
up.
Yeah, he left it short. You saw Morrow had a step, but you got to put it downfield. Morrow was looking, and the ball was behind him.
College Station. Quick pass out to the left side. Got a block down to the 10. Inside the 10, and the ball's loose, but they recover it. Ball's going to be at the 7-yard line of Leander.
Yeah, that was Tyler Moorman on the tackle for the Lions. It looked like that side judge came down and pointed down that the ball was down, that it wasn't a fumble.
So they picked up a first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle. Good push by the offensive line. They keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, down at the 1. Momentum with the Cougars now, but if they get a score here, or it looks like we have an injured player down.
Injury on the field.
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
We have an injury timeout.
Welcome back. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. 3:32 left here in the first half. College Station. Handoff and a good defensive push right there by Leander. And the ball's on the ground. Did they blow the whistle?
They're saying he was down at the 5. Look at the side judge on the far side. And his momentum was certainly stopped by that line defensive front.
Wow, great pressure up front. Good push by Leander. Pushes him back to the 5. It's 3rd and goal from the 5. See if they can keep the Cougars out of the end zone.
If they can force a field goal attempt here, I think that's a little bit of a victory.
So we got Maiden all alone in the backfield. Now a couple people moving over. We got people moving all over the place. Looks like a swinging gate.
Yeah, a little trickery going on.
Rolling out to the right, looking to throw. It is in the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, that was completed to number 16, Thomas Herring, on the back line. Or check that, make that 12.
15.
Or 15.
Yep, 15, sorry.
Hayden Cashin.
Yeah, had a little trick play there and worked for the Cougars. Able to get in the end zone. Scores now 26-14, and they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they got to make up for that extra point.
Drops it, rolls out, pass out to the left.
To a big lineman.
The lineman goes rumbling in, number 71.
Harper Hall has a lot of speed for a big lineman.
Yes.
That'll make it 28-14.
Set up, rolled out, threw back to the lineman on the left side, and he goes in for 2. So it is now 28-14. There's 2:41 left.
Still plenty of time for the Lions here in the first half to try to get some points before intermission.
Yeah, big swing in the game right there with the turnover and another score right before half. We were talking offline. That's kind of what happened last year. So, Lions have got to come out here, see if they can get some points on the board, get a little more momentum because College Station will be getting the ball second half.
To open the third quarter, second half. Pretty good crowd. Again, it was Future Lions Night, formerly known as Middle School Night.
Let's give a shout out to our Lions Pride sponsors: Grissom Insurance Group, State Farm Insurance with J.T. Reisdorf, and Mosaic Dentistry. Thank you, Lions Pride sponsors. And give a shout out to our food sponsors while we're here: Sharks Burger, Top Shelf Photo Booth, Your Wreath Girl, Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue, Mayfield Dairy Queen, Dignified Dwellings Realty, Quality Moving and Storage, Guaco Taco, Great American Cookies, and the Hobby Shop. Thank you, food sponsors, and our water sponsor, Family House Fellowship.
So Woolridge,
can't do without that.
Woolridge not back to return. Montgomery back with number 12 for the Lions, Jacob Harris, and it's going to be a touchback anyway. And we saw him come in. He's got the wind at his back on his 2 kicks this quarter. He's gotten some nice distance on it. We do have a flag, however, right around the 25-yard line. Hopefully that's not against the Lions. It's kind of hard to get a penalty when the ball's kicked for a touchback.
Yeah.
Someone committed a foul, though. We'll see what it is, hopefully against the Cougars.
After the play's over, we have a personal foul. Late hit on the receiving team, number 23. The 15-yard penalty from the spot, first down.
So with the penalty, Lions move back a little bit further. They'll be marking the ball right about the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 2:41 left here in the second quarter. Woolridge is out, along with, it looks like, is that Hom on the near side, number 8? Yes, that is. Hom on the near side, 2 receivers.
A lot of green to negotiate here for the Lions. They do have the time to do it, but they're going to have to be efficient.
And in the backfield, Hargrave. quick pass out to the near side. It is caught.
Yeah, that was River Hom on that reception. Close to a first down, about a yard shy.
So clock at 2:30 and rolling. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. Morrow now coming into the game. Hom with a nice reception. Picks up 9.
And Morrow and Wooldridge will switch positions on the field.
Play action. Mitchell, quick pass out to the right side.
Aiden Parker on the reception.
He's going to have enough for a first down, and a flag thrown late.
Yeah, that might be the tackle made by Jaden Bellows. It was a little bit high, but unless he grabbed part of the helmet, I didn't really see a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like Parker's helmet was off, and he kind of came off on the sideline now.
That may be what had happened. Is he got his hands up near.
Personal foul, defense.
Yep.
Face mask.
Yep.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So they'll move 15 yards further down the field. Clock is at 1:59.
And I'm seeing Deion Sanders shades from one of the middle schoolers here walking up the bleachers.
So they'll put the ball at Leander's 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining here.
Yep, going into the wind. Lions come out in the spread formation. Hargrave in the backfield with Mitchell.
That clock moving. Lions have got to make it count out here.
Play action, looking to throw. Got some pressure, and he goes down. And now a late flag. Hopefully that's not another holding call, but that's right in the area where it usually is. They may decline that. Let's see what ball's at the 30. It's going to be a holding call, and it is declined. So now it's going to be 2nd and 19.
Yeah, it's tougher and tougher when you kind of put yourself behind the chains a little bit to negotiate down and distance here. We're sorry we lost a little bit of the cameras momentarily, but we got it back.
So 1:39 left here in the second quarter. Lions looking at a 2nd and 19. A little bit of a stop and play here. Officials out at the 30.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of trouble keeping what's going on straight, and hopefully, by the 4th game of the season, they should have that worked out. But, you just want them to get it correct.
So trips on the far side, single receiver on the near side. Lions break the huddle. Hargrave offset to the left of Mitchell. 3-man front for the Cougars.
And we'll bring you the halftime action, too.
Snap is back. Mitchell looking to throw, looking to set up a screen. He throws it out of bounds. Good defensive. Oh, and a flag is down now at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's kind of behind the line of scrimmage. Hopefully that's not another hold on the Lions.
They may just decline that as well. Let's see what happens.
He did get the pass to the line of scrimmage, so...
Yeah, he was trying to set up that screen, but the defensive line read that, and they were jumping all over that.
Well, obviously you let them through on a screen, but, you gotta time it in such a way that you can get rid of the football without having to drop back, 6-7 steps, which is what we saw from Mitchell there, and it was because of the pressure.
Offense, number 60. Penalties declined.
Yep, holding again. They'll decline it, so now it'll be 3rd and 19.
Yeah, the down is more valuable than the yardage in that situation if you're the Cougars, and that's why you decline that penalty. You want to get the Lion offense on the field. Obviously, the Lions have weapons to score from anywhere on the field, but the Cougars have slowed them down here in the second quarter. Lions looked really good offensively in the first quarter.
Yeah, the corners and safeties giving them a lot of cushion with 3rd and 19. 3-man front. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure on the near side. They pick it up. Mitchell, pass over the middle. It is up, and it is intercepted at the 44-yard line.
That's number 6, Fisher Maynard on the interception, and Wooldridge able to make the tackle at the 36. 1:22 left.
And
That's
another
tough.
flag down.
Well, this is in the backfield. Hopefully that could be a late hit or roughing the passer or something. Let's see. That would negate the interception if it is.
Mitchell's calling the players back out.
So that means it was either hit late or it was a roughing penalty. Let's see what the white hat calls.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Number 44, White.
So that was along the line of scrimmage, and you can't get your hands up into the face of an offensive lineman. That'll give the Lions a first down.
Good break.
And negate the interception.
Yeah,
So-
good break. Even if Lions don't score, hopefully they can run out the clock so the Cougars won't put up more points right before halftime. They were about ready to punt, Chuck, into the wind. And now they have a first down at the 45-yard line and still got 1:22 left. Gives them new life. Need to take advantage of it. Spread formation. And they're going to stop the clock one more time. Officials.
Timeout, looks like. No?
Official timeout.
May have been, I think they were signaling towards Mitchell's knee of some sort, maybe blood or something. That's what they're. Looks like they're gonna tape him up real quick.
Typically, they don't want you bleeding out on the field. Obviously, there's the potential of bloodborne illnesses and stuff when you're around other bleeding people. But usually and you saw how quickly that got wrapped up.
Yep. Yeah, a scrape of some sort. So they cover that up. He's back out in the huddle. We're ready to go. First and 10, 45-yard line. Mitchell rolling out to the right side. Quick throw, and it is caught. Oh, and he got tagged.
Good play defensively. It separated him.
That
from
should
the
have been
football.
a targeting. Hit him right in the helmet.
When you see Coach Price down talking to the headlines judge.
Wow, that was a shot right in his helmet. He was able to. I don't know if they're going to give him the completion or not, but that was a shot right in his head.
I think he dropped the football when he got hit, but you can see the Leander coaches on the sideline are very displeased.
Second and 10, the officials not even paying attention.
Well, they've got the ball covered, so it can't be snapped, and it looks like the discussion is over, and it's still 2nd and 10.
Wow, that should have been a penalty. Second and 10. Mitchell with the pass out. It is caught and steps out of bounds right about the 45-yard line of the Cougars. First down. Nice catch by number 8, River Hom, and a nice throw by Mitchell. Move the chain, stop the clock.
And, you saw that the contact and the separation from the football did not affect River Hahn on that next play. He was able to shake it off, make a good play right at the line to gain for a Lion first down. You like to see that from your receivers. You got to have a short memory as a defensive back and a receiver, and most times as a quarterback.
Mitchell, quick pass out to the right side, Aiden Parker, and he's able to maybe get 2 yards on that.
Yeah, he was able to shake off the first defender that came up, but there was good pursuit on the backside from a handful of other Cougars, and so as a result, prevented that from being a lot more of a gain than it could have been.
1 minute left on the clock. Clock is stopped right now. Trips on the far side, and Aiden Parker alone here on the near side.
Well,
Hargrave in the backfield.
You're in plus territory, so I take at least one shot here in the first couple of plays, and this will have to be it.
Rolling out, looking to throw downfield, throws it up in the air, and it is intercepted.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 ball. He was just hoping for the best there, and not targeted close enough to Aiden Parker. He had to adjust his positioning, and as a result, couldn't get over there in time.
Braylon Wortham there with the interception. And there's a hold on the offense. They're going to decline that. So College Station will have it 1st and 10 at their 12-yard line. 52 seconds left. They're going to take a shot here.
Yeah, the Lions have given them too much of a fight here in the first half for them not to try to drive down the field and at least get a field goal here. The Lion defense going to play a little bit of prevent. The safety's back deep around the 40-yard line. They expect Maiden to air it out.
Trips on the far side. Maiden taking his time. Gets a snap. Handoff up the middle. Got some running room.
Why not?
Out to the 30. To the 35. And that was number 1, Aiden Martinez-Brown. Clock is down to 44 seconds left. It stopped. They got the first down.
And that's Aiden Parker making the tackle. He's out there playing safety in the line.
Quick pass out to the right side. Didn't even have the chain set yet. And it looks like they're going to move it to the 41-yard line.
That's on the referee to setting the ball too fast.
2nd and 4.
And the Lions, they opened up the middle a little bit. See they've tightened it up now and brought a couple of those defensive backs near the middle of the field. But that initial play, it was wide open. Why not run it? You get past the front part of the defense and you have open space, and we saw that.
Maiden gets the ball, and it's going to be a handoff to the right side. Got some room again. Oh, and he gets tripped up. Nice tackle out there by number 7, Ugo. Otherwise, he could have been down another 10 or 15 yards down the sideline. So College Station quickly up on the ball. Clock at 27. Quick pass out to the near side and a great open field tackle. Great job by the Leander corner coming up, and that was number 12, Jacob Harris.
And that puts the ball back on the Cougars side of the 50-yard line, and they'll take one of their 2 timeouts.
Yeah, great job by Harris to stop that. They tried to get a quick throw out, see if he can make a move, but Harris wrapped him up and brought him down, so they have to burn a timeout. It's going to be second and about 14, 22 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, the Lions need to get out of this with no further damage on that scoreboard. Come out, open the third, get another stop, and give the offense the ball back, and that takes the momentum right back to the Lions. Again, we saw a similar situation last season where the Cougars were able to score late in the second and then score again at the opening of the third to really push the game out of reach for Leander. And similar situation, we'll see if the Lions can prevent that from happening.
So the Cougars head back out on the field. More of a bunch lineup. Maiden looking to throw. Lots of time. Throws it out, and it is caught by Martinez-Brown. Gets up to Leander's 46-yard line. 17 seconds left.
What's more important is that he got out of bounds, and they stopped the clock there with 17 seconds. If the tackle could have been made inbounds, that clock is still moving.
So Twins on the far side and Twins over here on the numbers. Maiden looking to throw. Over to the far sideline, incomplete.
Just too much on it. That's he had plenty of time in the pocket there. He stepped up as the pocket started to collapse, and he just put it out there just a little bit too high.
Yeah, tried to get it to Peyton Cashian. Incomplete. 11 seconds left. It is 4th and 6.
That crowd might have went out, Mark.
Yep. So now they're going to blow the whistle. And it looks like someone call a timeout? Timeout Leander, maybe? I got the signal.
Smart time
well, either way, we got a break here. 11 seconds left here in the first half. Lions trail by 14. Couple late scores by the Cougars to extend that lead. Leander's got to stop them here on 4th down.
I wonder what the district scores are.
Try and pull some up here if we have some time.
Yeah, that crowd mic is acting up.
Yeah, it was working great earlier. So we have Cedar Park on top of the Eastview Patriots, 33-0. We also have the Georgetown Eagles up 7-0 on A&M Consolidated at half, and Hendrickson Hawks 14-3 over the Glen Grizzlies at half. So Lions in there prevent defense, 4th and 6. Trips on the far side. Got a single receiver down here on the near side. Maiden gets the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. Going to get up, has enough for the first down, trying to get outside, and he does right about the 30-yard line. 4 seconds left.
That's enough to try to attempt a field goal.
See if they bring the kicker out, if they're just going to throw it in the end zone. I don't see the kicker coming out, so it looks like they're going to have one more play. Now they're going to call a timeout. So another break in the action.
So that was their last timeout there.
Yeah, looks like that was called by the Cougars. Give another shout out to our gold level sponsors, Mercy Veterinary Hospital and Rush Automotive. Thanks to our gold level sponsors and all their support for the Leander Lions Football Booster Club. So, Chuck, I would just imagine we're going to have a shot into the end zone here. He has a pretty good arm, and they've got some tall receivers, so they may just try and stack them up down there in kind of a jump ball.
We saw the Lions attempt it. It resulted in an interception. You throw it up, you got a 50-50 shot at it. The Lions receivers taller than the Cougar defensive backs, but the Lions counter by putting a couple of receivers out there defensively. They've got Aiden Parker and Joseph Morrow out there to try to counteract some of that height at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, it looks like see if Leander put some quick people to rush the quarterback rather than the bigger linemen. See if they can maybe put some pressure on Maiden. They do have kind of a spy in the middle. Looks like Ugo is kind of watching him. Going back to throw, a little bit of pressure. Bounces to the outside. He throws it down into the end zone, and it is caught.
What a pass. Unbelievable.
Wow. Right in the back corner of the end zone. And that was to number 1, Aiden Martinez-Brown, able to score with no time left on the clock into the first half.
And that one really hurts the Lions as they go into the break. They had them pretty much held up. You just had to defend one pass, but Maiden was able to give himself some time, and he stepped up in the pocket, rolled out, saw somebody open in the back of the end zone, and just threw a good pass.
Lopez with the extra point, and it is good. So heading into halftime, Cougars are up 35-14. We will bring you the halftime entertainment.
If the mic works well.
Well, we'll show it on the camera. We don't know if the mic will work or not. We'll see if we can go down to the room down there, the broadcast room, and see if we can get that fixed. But anyway, thanks for tuning into Leander Lions football. Chuck Cracy, Mark Sickles will be back for the second half.
Strutters would like to recognize the Teacher of the Week, Miss Corley. Strutters are under the direction of Christine Soneke and Say Henley. Thank you for supporting our College Station Strutters. Go Cougars! And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcome to the field the College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band and Guard. The Cougar Band is a constant UIL Regional Sweepstakes Award winner, UIL Area Marching Finalist, and a one-time UIL State Marching Band Contest qualifier. The drum majors of the Cougar Band are Braden Sinkle, Jack Cup, Kelly Dean, and Josh Perot. This evening, we will introduce our home crowd to the 2023 marching production Dark Side of the Moon. Musical selection tonight will include Breeze, Us and Them by Pink Floyd, FX MLDR by Thank You Scientist, and Space Oddity by David Bowie. Featuring soloists Marcio Garcia on trumpet, David Paul on alto sax, Riho Miyamoto on flute, and Nick Johnson on mellophone. All arrangements are by Wells and Manny Maldonado. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your mighty Cougar band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Taking the field for your halftime entertainment are your Leander High School Bluebells. The Bluebells of Sapphires are directed by Ashley Williams and Lupe Garcia. Joining the Bluebells on the field tonight are the LHS Sapphires Performance Company, the Leander Middle School Tigerettes directed by Amber Valenzuela and Rachel Reed, the Running Brushy Silver Stars directed by Jessica Harris and Katie Gallagher, the LHS Dance Team Prep Class, and the LHS Dance 234 class. The Bluebells would like to give a special shout out to our Teacher of the Week, Miss Germany. The Bluebells are led by Captain Alex Schiller, First Lieutenant Holly Hager, Second Lieutenant Jessica Egglesey, Marisol Hernandez, and Claire Smith. Head Company Leader Riley Casper. Company Leaders Gabby Aaron, Ella Bowman, Mackenzie Cady, and Jocelyn Dew. Congratulations to the Bluebell of the Week, Maddie Enriquez. Every week, the Bluebells nominate a teammate who has shown exemplary acts of love and compassion to receive the Be Kind, Be a Bell Award. Congratulations to Ava Perkins. The Sapphires are led by Captain Claire Chinchilla and company leaders Sophia Clapp and Sophia Jones. Congratulations to Sapphire of the Week, Melissa Martin. Along with the amazing Leander Marching Band, we are the dance group from Running Brushy Middle School, Leander Middle School, and Leander High School. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it once again for the incredible Leander High School Bluebells, Sapphires, LMS Tigerettes, RBMS Silver Stars, and the LHS Dance Department. As they exit, the Bluebells would like to give a heartfelt thank you to their amazing parents, the Leander High School administration, and the unconditional support of the incredible Leander High School Marching Band, led by Ryan Cerna, and the Leander High School football program, led by Coach Chris Price. Enjoy the rest of the game, and let's keep the excitement alive. Roll Pride! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field, joining the Leander High School Marching Band, are our current 8th grade students from Running Brushy, Leander, and Danielson Middle Schools. These 200 students represent some of the finest young musicians in the district and the state, and the current members of the Leander Band could not be more excited to have them join us next year in uniform. In addition, we are unbelievably proud to welcome our middle school color guard students under the direction of Allison Petro. This is the second year that Running Brushy and Leander Middle Schools have offered a dedicated period of color guard with a combined roster of over 60 students. For those interested in learning more information about the Leander Band or Color Guard programs, please check out our band website at leanderband.org. Tonight, the combined Leander High School and Middle School Mega Band have joined together to perform a stadium staple, Land of a Thousand Dances. Please welcome all of these students to the field under the direction of the Leander High School head drum major, Serena Payne. Let's hear it one more time for the amazing performance from all of our current and future Leander band members. Directors of the aforementioned middle schools include Van Robison, Mark Urbina, Nathan Schneider, Liz Love, Jeremiah Ward, Ileana Reyna, Andrea Gonzalez, Lauren Piccione, and Eric Chen. The percussion director is Mr. Dan Reberger, and color guard instructor, Miss Allison Petro. A huge thank you to those directors for their continued unconditional support of their Leander students and the Leander Band program. Once again, if you are interested in learning more about the amazing Leander High School Band or Color Guard program, please check out our website at leanderband.org. In addition, if you are interested in supporting the Leander High School Band, they will be competing at the Bands of America Austin Regional and Preliminary Performance at 8:42 a.m. at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Please help me wish them some luck. Go Band!
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we want to thank our sponsors, our gold sponsors, Rush Automotive and Mercy Veterinary Hospital, our silver sponsors, Leander Athletic Club, Lot Governmental Affairs, RDZ Roofing, our bronze level, Black Rock Coffee, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Modern Slade, Toyota of Cedar Park, Frontier Bank of Texas, Austin Telco, Whitestone Fine Jewelry, Shannon Johnson State Farm, Texas Pools and Patios, Jamba, Auntie Anne's Pretzels, our Lion Pride, level of sponsors, JT Reesdorf State Farm, Grissom Insurance, and Mosaic Dentistry. Food and podcast sponsors, Your Wreath Girl, Dignified Dwellings, Qualified Moving and Storage, Quality Moving and Storage, The Hobby Shop, Sharps Burgers, Great American Cookies, Guaco Taco, Top Shelf Photo, Dairy Queen, Smoky Mo's, and our water sponsor, Family House Fellowship. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. In some college games tonight, at the end of the third quarter, North Carolina State 21, Virginia 13, Wisconsin 30, Purdue 17. That's in the fourth quarter. Also in the fourth quarter, Harvard 34, Brown 31.
Welcome back to AC Bible Stadium, where we're about 4.5 minutes away from the second half. Lions, if you tuned in the first half, played pretty good first half and then ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw in the second quarter, a couple of turnovers and touchdowns off those turnovers by the College Station Cougars resulted in a 35-14 first half score. Want to mention our sponsors. The gold level sponsors include Mercy Veterinary Hospital, online at mercy-vet.com, or you can call them at 512-890-2000. That's mercy-vet.com or 512-890-2000. Sounds like the crowd mic's working again.
Yeah, crazy.
Little hit and miss. So there's a short on the outside mic, and that's why that is that way. The other gold sponsor, Rush Automotive, online at myrushauto.com/Leander. That's myrushauto.com/Leander, or call them at 512-548-6134. 512-548-6134. The silver sponsors, Leander Athletic Club, online at leanderathletic.club.com. Lot Governmental Affairs on the Facebook and LinkedIn platforms under Lot Governmental Affairs. Just look them up, and they'll help you with your private, public sector, environmental issues to ensure your compliance. And then, of course, RDZ Roofing online at rdzroofing.com. You can also call RDZ Roofing at 512-316-1195. That's 512-316-1195. Mark, you got some scores from around the district?
I do, but before I get to that, I want to give
Also,
a
ladies
big
and gentlemen,
shout
I draw your
out to
attention
the
Scott
Leander
Lauren.
volleyball team taking
recovered
down Cedar
credit
Park
card.
in 5
This will
sets
go to the
tonight.
home gate.
And I thought I saw
And
some of them
collect
walking
that.
around here in the stands,
Scott
but they had
Lauren.
another great
Go to the home
game
gate.
against Liberty Hill,
And
took them to
preview
5
across
sets
the
and lost by basically a point or two right at the end. So Leander volleyball, go check them out.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, and that sport, it competes with football, but the volleyball district, there's quite a few very competitive teams in the district, and they, always, exciting volleyball. Make sure if you can get out and support them.
Play out Tuesdays and Fridays, so check them out. For the local scores around us, we have the Cedar Park Timberwolves up 33-6 over the Eastview Patriots. Georgetown and A&M Consolidated are tied up at 7, start of the fourth quarter. And we also have Hendrickson Hawks on top of the Glen Grizzlies, 21-3.
And that is it is a tough district the Lions are in. This is probably the early favorite to win district. The team the Lions have pulled for their opener in district play, the College Station Cougars, as we've mentioned, they were in the state title game that they dropped against perennial power Aledo. And so, we expected this to be a battle for the Lions. We expected a lot of offense, and we've seen that. The Lions just a couple of mistakes away from just really being a 35-28 game or a 35-21 game instead of 35-14. And actually, if you take a couple of those away, then ultimately you're looking at potentially the Lions even leading. But again, mistakes are part of the game. You have to be able to overcome them, limit them, and take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. And we've seen that mostly from the College Station Cougars tonight, especially in that second quarter of the first half.
Yeah, Lions came out and they were hitting those quick passes to the outside and getting some yardage and picking up some runs here and there. Then they took a couple shots deep, able to capitalize on a couple. But they've been taking those shots down the field, and that's a tough play. For the receiver, if there are a couple defensive backs here, and we saw that, a couple turnovers, but I'm sure they're going to talk about that at halftime. I'm sure they're going to go back to what's been successful. The corners are playing soft, so they may try and get those quick hitches out to the outside again and set up the run and move down the field and control the ball.
And that, of course, the Lions coming out of the run-through tunnel on our on-field camera. We want to thank LABC President Martin Cano for manning that camera, and we also want to let everyone in the audience know that we are still looking for help here with the broadcast. If you'd like to be a camera person who has access to the field, able to take some really cool shots like the one we're going to bring you here momentarily of the student section once they get back in that area, and we'll open the quarter with the student section. Right now we're getting the sideline and a little pan from Mr. Cano over to the student section where we'll hear the band. They usually get pretty rowdy out here. The Lions coming out in the kickoff unit. Ivan Rodriguez will kick for Leander.
Leander will be kicking in the third quarter.
Yeah, cheerleaders are getting their flags and banners and everything put up, but we'll try and bring that some action to you from the sidelines momentarily.
Yeah, we're going to bring you the on-field action first and foremost, and that'll be in the form of a kickoff from Ivan the Leg Rodriguez, and then we'll get you to the student section here so you can see them get rowdy here as we open the third. The Lion defense really needs to step up here for the Lions to get back in this early in the half. Rodriguez moving forward, toe to leather, deep kick. It's going to go way over and out of play. What a beautiful foot from Ivan Rodriguez. That just eliminates any return potential of the opponent, and we've seen it all season long. So they'll have the ball at the 25-yard line. The College Station Cougars will.
Yeah, Lions have got to get a 3-and-out here. Love to see that. Start of the second half. Need to get some defensive pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, Maiden had a pretty good couple of series there to close the half. We'll see if the Lions can get to him and get a hold of him. He's in a pistol formation. He'll take the snap, hand off to the running back, and the running back's going to get wrapped up right there at the line of scrimmage. That running back is Wilson Stapp. Nothing there. Getting up off the bottom of the pile looks like Tyler Moorman.
By Joe Weesey.
And Weezy on the stop. It's going to make it second down and 10 as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock moving at 11:40.
Birdwell also in on that tackle as well.
Pistol formation again. Madden drops back. Or is it? It's Maiden, isn't it?
Yes, Maiden.
Pass complete.
I was thinking of Madden. So the gain on the pass is a gain of about, looks like 7 yards. So it'll make it third and about 3 yards. Ball marked at the 32-yard line for the Cougars. In the backfield with Maiden is Wilson Stapp.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good game so far. They're spreading the Leander defense out. See if they try and run him off around the corner.
Cougars have three receivers here on the near side or the wide side of the formation. A single receiver at the top. They'll bring a man in motion. There's the snap. They're going to hand to Stapp coming the near side.
No, they stop him short. Stop him short.
Gain of maybe a yard by Stapp there to make the play. Big number, looks like 92 for the Lions with a big play. That's Tyler Witt, the senior defensive lineman, is going to force a 4th and 2, and the punting unit will come out for the Cougars. Back deep to receive this punt, Zane Wooldridge.
Yeah, 3 and out. That's what the Leander Lions needed. Get that ball back, number 12 back ready to punt.
Yeah, they got to make sure Cochran actually kicks it. They don't attempt a fake. There's the punt. It's a little bit of a squib punt. It's got a nice roll down towards Wooldridge. He's going to have to get out of the way, and it's going to be downed at the 25-yard line by Jake Pavetto of the College Station Cougars. And with 10:42 in the third quarter, the Lions get the stop they needed. Unlike last year, now they need to go down and capitalize and get points here.
Yeah, they need to move the ball around. They've got to spread it out. The defensive line for the Cougars is big and strong, so Leander's got to work around that. Give a little bit of time to Mitchell and hit your passes. Make your runs when you need to.
Looks like Hargrave, the running back with Mitchell. There's the snap. They're going to hand to Hargrave going to the right, and he's going to get dropped for a loss of about 2 yards. Big number 11 there on the stop for the Cougars, Jaden Bellows. They're going to put the ball at the 23-yard line. Lions need to get to the 35, so it's second down, 12 yards to go with 10:20 and counting. There is 40 seconds on the play clock. It hasn't even been blown yet. Lions on the line of scrimmage. Play clock now moving. Mitchell with Hargrave in the backfield. They'll hand to Hargrave again the same direction. He'll cut up over the middle. He'll get beyond the 25 to about the 26-yard line, so he'll get the 2 yards back plus an additional yard, making it third down and 9 yards to go for the Lions. Again, that front real stiff for the College Station Cougars.
We'd like to extend a special thank you to our video scoreboard.
Yeah, I picked up about 3 on that. It's going to be about a 3rd and 10.
And Cedar Park Regional Medical Center.
Yeah, third and about 9. Lions got to get up to the 35-yard line, and taking a little bit of time in the huddle, down to 10 seconds on the play clock.
Pass down the near side, and it is caught by Wooldridge at the 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. In for a touchdown.
Pass complete.
Zane Woolridge, and a great pass by Mitchell to pick it up. And that's just what the Lions needed, a quick strike, get 6 on the board, change that momentum. So I'll pick up the play-by-play here. We're having a little bit of focus problem with the camera.
Ivan Rodriguez on for the
Thank you, Matt, for pointing that out. We're going to go check that out. So Chuck's going to head on down. But extra point here. The kick is up. And it is good.
Kick is good.
So Lions cut the lead down to 35 to 21.
College Station Cougars, 35.
And that is exactly what they needed. Getting a shot now of the Leander student section. So we want to thank you for tuning in here to Leander Lions football. Great open to the second half. Lions get a 3 and out on defense. They get the ball back and put a quick 6 up on the board. So Chuck is back. Hopefully we're going to get everything ready to go.
The student section a little bit rowdy and celebratory. Right now they're in a relaxed mode, but look at the excitement. Lions able to get a stop and come back and get a quick score to make the score 35-21 with 9:10. Do you kick an onside here, Mark, early in the third, or do you kick it deep?
I'd say kick it out of the end zone. You just got them 3 and out. They have 5 men on the front line. They got 7 men up close. I think that the Cougars are, getting ready for that. I haven't been watching their line to see if they've been turning and running as soon as they're kicking or letting it get past them. So we'll see.
Rodriguez moving forward, puts toe to leather, and he puts a nice deep kick again out of the entire field of play, almost off the turf there into the track area for the long and high jump area. So that'll be Cougar football at the 25-yard line. It'll be their second drive of the second half. The Lions were able to force a 3-and-out in the last possession, as Mark just mentioned. So we'll see if the defense can do it again.
Yeah, love
or
to
maybe even get a turnover.
Yep. Martinez Brown in the backfield with him.
Maiden throws it in the flat, and he's wrapped up immediately. The receiver able to make the catch. There defensively for the Lions is Caleb Bielfeldt. That was number 9, Cody Dixon, on the reception, and Bielfeldt playing defensive end, jumping out there covering a receiver.
Yeah, and a lot of good help over there by, was that Kenyon Anderson? Believe so.
They're going to hand off straight ahead. That's number 1. He's in the secondary. He's at midfield. He's off to the races. 30, 20, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown for Aiden Martinez-Brown, the running back. I don't see any flags. And so just like that, it's 41-21 with 8:38 remaining here in the third. And, again, we expected a lot of points tonight, Mark.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, basically, simple run, and you see the speed by number 1, Aiden Martinez-Brown. Once he gets into that secondary, he's gone.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a hole there at the line of scrimmage. He's got really good vision. He hits it, and he hits it in stride, and he took it a long way. Gustavo Lopez for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. It is 42-21. The Lions got to cut that lead down, but they'll have an opportunity here momentarily. As we take a short break, we'll mention the silver sponsors. The silver sponsors include we mentioned them, didn't we? Let's talk about the bronze sponsors. They include Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Black Rock Coffee Bar, McDonald's of Leander, Modern Shade, Frontier Bank of Texas, Toyota of Cedar Park, State Farm Insurance with Shannon Johnson, Jamba Juice and Auntie Anne's, Whitestone Jewelry, and Texas Pools and Patios. If you've heard a sponsor mentioned tonight and you can support that sponsor, please do so. They go a long way to the success and to cover costs for Leander football.
Special shout out to the SRO, School Resource Officer at Leander.
So we're going to have a kick return attempt back deep for the Lions. Zane Wooldridge along with number 10, the freshman Isaac Montgomery. We've seen him have a couple of pretty good kick returns over the last few Lion games. And we're going to see if we can get a good angle of that kick.
Let's see if we can get the returners here. See if Martin will be following the returners here on the kick. We'll try the new camera angle, see how it works out.
You can see how hard it is to catch. Oh, he's going to zoom in on the kick, though. Let's see what happens. We'll see how hard it is to catch a kickoff from Gustavo Lopez. And we see there is it's fumbled onto the ground and able to scoop the ball back up and carry it up to about the 9, maybe 10-yard line. That was number 12 on the return for the Lions, Jacob Harris, and he had a little trouble with the kickoff, and then as he took off, he stumbled a little bit.
Yep. So they're backed up a little bit inside the 10-yard line, but Leander had a quick strike early on, see if they can keep their offense on the field and get some more points. They got to cut this lead. It's now up to 21. They need to get some points on the board quick, Chuck.
Yeah, and we've seen them be able to make big plays, and they need another one here. Hargrave in the backfield with Mitchell. They'll fake to him. Mitchell running to the right. He gets a block on the edge, carries outside to about the 15-yard line, and
there's a
gets
late flag.
Tackled out of bounds, and that'll add 15 yards to the end of that run, which should put the football at the 30-yard line. It looks like they're going to give him the 17 on the carry, or maybe even 18, which would put it around the 33. We'll see what the call is. There was a little bit of complaint from College Station coaching staff, but you kind of got to expect that.
Yeah, he was clearly out of bounds, and they hit him. So
sounds like the referee's mic's having a little trouble, too. He got the call partially made, but it is a personal foul.
Number 11, late hit out of bounds. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So that's Jaden Bellows, the individual who commits the penalty out of bounds against the Lions, and that'll give the Lions first down with great field position at the 33-yard line. Pistol formation. They fake to Hargrave. The pass out in the flat is complete to Morrow. He breaks a tackle, and he'll carry it up to about the 35, maybe 36-yard line. And that was not Morrow. That was Aiden Parker on the reception. So they're going to give him a gain of 2 yards to the 35 with 8:08.
Yeah, did a good job of basically scrambling out there. He caught it, had to weave in and out, and got a couple positive yards, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah, you throw that receiver screen, one of the defenders is going to come try to make that initial hit, and Parker was able to avoid it. Mitchell follows Hargrave on the right side. He's able to get the edge. He's going to carry it close to the 40. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 39 where he steps out of bounds. So he's going to be shy of the line to gain by about 4 yards. It'll be third down. Big third down play here for Leander.
Yeah, it is. They need to pick this up, keep that momentum going on offense, move down the field.
Well, and ultimately we've seen the quick strike ability of the Cougars and the Lions. So, you want to get points, but you want to eat clock too. But the Lions need a lot of clock right now. Mitchell's pass is complete.
Wow, nice catch by Parker.
At midfield, he had to go down. The pass was a little bit low. They're going to mark it. They're going to mark it in Cougar territory at the 49, 1st and 10 Lions.
Yeah, great catch by Parker, just off the ground and able to get his hands under that ball and bring it in.
He's had a pretty good game so far at wide receiver for the Lions. Hargrave, the running back, beside Mitchell. He'll take the snap, roll to his left, set up, throw, pass intercepted by number 6 Fisher Maynard. That pass was behind the intended receiver, who is number 9 Joseph Morrow. And what really couldn't happen just happened, Mark.
Yeah, he kind of scrambled out to his left and threw it a little off target. Obviously, we see from up here it could have been a route, could have been a timing, but either way, Cougars get a turnover, and they're at their 41-yard line, and they're ahead by 21.
Yeah, so and they're out quickly, and it looks like they have a backup quarterback in. That's going to be number 12 for College Station. That's Cochran.
I think he was a punter too.
Yes. A lot of quarterbacks are also punters, especially the backups, a la Danny White back in the 80s. Pass complete in the flat, and he's in the up over midfield. That's number 15, Peyton Cushion. He'll carry it for a first down to the line, 44-yard line. Then we have some late flags, as there might have been a late hit against the Lions. And there's a lot of bodies. It could also be a sideline warning. We'll see here. There are 2 flags over there. It looks like the penalty flag is being marked as occurred around the 43-yard line of Leander, which is right around where number 12 completed the pass, and Cashin, the receiver, was forced out of bounds. So we'll see if that hit was laid out of bounds right now. So that's going to go against Michael Segovia of the Lions. It'll be a 15-yard penalty added to the end of that gain by the Cougars, and that is going to push the line of scrimmage all the way down to the Lion 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars with 7:05. And that interception, the Lions can ill afford to give up points after turning the ball over in this type of game against this type of offense. Pistol formation for the quarterback, Corcoran. He'll take the snap. He'll turn and hand to the tailback. He's going to get wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage by a whole pride of Lions, led by Caleb Billfelt. They're going to give him a loss on the play of 1 yard. That's number 22, Wilson Stapp, on the carry.
Yeah, good job by the left side of the defense, coming up strong, getting a good push and wrapping them up.
So Corcoran and Stapp are in the backfield for the Cougars. They have an H-back to the right, 2 receivers top of the formation, single receiver here at the bottom. Corcoran throwing a pass down the seam. He's able to lay it over the shoulder. What a beautiful pass. And that is number 5, Cinco Dagar, with the touchdown reception.
Yeah, that was a nice pass just over his shoulder. Pretty good coverage, but just laid it right in there. And once again, Cougars get another touchdown. Score is now 48-21.
Yeah, I think I need to correct that receiver. That was number 8, Jake Pavetto, with the touchdown reception. Score now 48-21 with 6:25 left in the third. Gustavo Lopez out for the point after attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. It is now 49-21 with 6:25 remaining.
Extra point is good. Scores now College Station 49, Leander 21.
Yeah, the offense for the Cougars has really ramped itself up after Leander got that 3 and out. They've been hitting on these long passes, and it's pretty much they're opening up on the screens, the runs, the passes. They've had some explosive plays, and you just see the speed that the Cougars have on offense.
Well, we knew that they had an explosive offense, and it really came down to can the Lions match that explosiveness on their offense. And we've seen them demonstrate explosiveness, but with mistakes, especially turnovers, it's really put the Lions a little bit behind the 8 ball, so to speak. So tall mountain to climb here, but what the Lions need to focus on is continued improvement, right? This is probably the best team in district that we're going to face this season. If you can battle back and make a run here late, you can certainly give yourself the kind of confidence that will allow you to move back up into district play, because ultimately you don't have to win district to make the postseason. You got to be in the top 4. And when I played, we started the season 1-3 my senior year, and then we ran the table and made the playoffs. So it's certainly within the realm of possibility. If a bunch of guys that are slow like me can do that, then these guys certainly can. The kick is picked up by Montgomery, but good coverage there by College Station, and that is number 24 on the tackle, Connor Cashin. So the Lions will have the football, but deep in their own territory at around the 11-yard line, first down and 10, or maybe the 10-yard line, first down and 10. The Lions will come out, receivers on the line of scrimmage, and the remaining offense in the huddle. They're taking their time. The play clock down to 22 seconds and counting. Trying to decide where they want to put Zane Wooldridge, and they moved him to the left and the right of the formation. He's now in the slot at the top of the formation with Aiden Parker just on the other side of him. Hargrave, the running back, is going to take the handoff from Mitchell, and he's going to get wrapped up after gaining about a yard and a half by Jalen Bellows. They're going to give him 2 yards up to the 12-yard line, maybe even a little bit more. It's going to be – no, they're going to leave it there at the 12. Second down. 6:01 and counting. The Lions in the huddle. Play clock at 26 seconds. Lions looking to the sideline to get the defense or the offense call from the offensive coaching staff. Mitchell with Hargrave in the backfield. He's got an H-back in front of him, the snap, but there was a penalty flag before the play, and it's going to be a false start against Leander, and they can ill afford to go backwards here with 5:41 remaining in the third, trailing by 28.
Yeah, they're going to be moving back here. They jumped a little bit. It's going to move them back 5. It'll now be a 2nd and 13. But, yeah, you don't want to get way behind the chains, especially deep in your end of the field. Give that ball right back to the Cougars. You got to make some positive plays here.
Lions break the huddle. Hargrave, the running back. Mitchell takes the snap, drops back. Or he hands to Hargrave, who spins up over the 10, back to around the 11. Gets beyond the original line of scrimmage when this series started, up back to the 12, where it'll be third down and about 8 yards to go. Pretty nice 5-yard gain there from Hargrave. You like what you see from the youngster. Obviously, We saw Braden Lott have a pretty good first half. Haven't seen him since late second quarter. Down to 4:56 and counting in the third. The Lions waiting on the play call. The play clock down to 14 seconds. They'll snap the huddle. Hargrave, the running back, beside Mitchell. Mitchell takes the snap, drops straight back. Hargrave with a nice block. Tip in the air, and the ball intercepted. That's number 6, Fisher Maynard, going the other way. And not only is it an interception, it is a pick 6 for the Cougars. That's going to make the score 55-21 with 4:32 remaining and a point after attempt coming up from Gustavo Lopez. And the Cougars are really opening up now, Mark. This is kind of similar to what we saw last season when the Lions traveled to College Station to play the eventual state qualifier.
Yeah, it's kind of gotten away from the Lions right now. They're scoring on offense, scoring on defense, or jumping. They're being super aggressive on offense and defense, and it's paying off for the Cougars right now.
You know, Mark, the Lions never get an easy draw in district play.
No.
Since we've been doing this, they've had to have district against Westlake, Lake Travis, Hendrickson. We've seen them against Round Rock High School when they're really good, Westwood while they're really good, Stony Point while they were making the playoff runs. I mean, it's just this area is really football rich.
Yeah, they are.
And the Lions, while improving, still have problems against some of these better teams. And you know, you go from 6A to 5A and you think, okay, we're going to get a better draw. But then, like I said, you get stuck with Cedar Park. You got Georgetown. You got College Station. You got A&M Consolidated. You know, there's not an easy week for Leander.
No, not at all. And I do like the way that they're playing. You know, compared to last year, they've improved. We've seen that. Just a lot of turnovers here tonight. They're just giving those, extra points and extra opportunities on offense to the Cougars, and that's the team you can't give it to.
Exactly. So with 4:32 remaining, the Lions set up for a return back deep to receive. For Leander is going to be Jacob Harris and Isaac Montgomery. Kicking off for College Station is Gustavo Lopez. And Lopez puts toe to leather, and it's going to be a short kick. It's going to roll out of bounds, and wisely letting it go out of bounds for Leander is Isaac Montgomery. That'll put the football around the 35-yard line for Leander. Or is it the 30-yard line? They'll add 5 yards to what would have been a 25-yard mark.
Yeah, so Leander just got to calm down right now. They've got to start working on offense. This game's, clearly away from them. They're not going to come back and win this game, despite, unless something drastic happens here. But you can improve, Chuck. You can get better. You have next week. You have a long season in front of you. Keep your head up and keep working hard. Make the plays, make the blocks, make the catches, and just improve your offense here this second half.
That's right. You can use this as sharpening metal kind of situation for your football club. Again, you're going to face very few teams at the level of this College Station Cougar team, so you want to really work on the essentials as you move forward, because Georgetown's not going to be easy. Cedar Park is never easy, but these are teams that if the Lions play well, they can beat those teams.
Yep.
Mitchell with Hargrave in the backfield, 3 receivers on the short side of the formation. Mitchell with too much pressure. He gave the shoulder fake, but it wasn't enough to draw the defender off, and even if it did, he didn't have time to release the football because of the pressure up the middle.
Yeah, he was looking for a pump fake, and I think he was going to try to go to Montgomery one-on-one down here on the near side, but just didn't have time.
Yeah, those big plays would help, but you got to be able to give your quarterback enough time to set up that play. It is second and really long. The Lions need to get to the 40. Mitchell rolling to his left, throws it in the flat to Montgomery, and the pass is off target and falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down The ball at the line 22, so it's 3rd and 18. 3:53 on the clock here in the third. Mitchell looking to the sideline. The play clock has yet to start. Now it's moving. You got twin receivers. Now we're going to have a single receiver on the short side of the formation. 3 receivers here on the near wide side of the formation. Hargrave is the running back.
Yeah, I think they're just going to burn a timeout here. They're running out of time.
They're going to have to. And they do with 3:53 remaining in the third. The Lions will take a timeout. And we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back on SHN Sports, your home for Lion football. Stay with us.
Defense, offense.
We've seen in the past where the defense is just too tired. I mean, it's not anything like that. It's just things aren't going right. There's not. I don't see much grit, but I do see pressing.
Yeah.
Especially from Mitchell.
Yep.
Like on that last pump fake throw, and that might have been the coach's. Welcome back. Lions come out of the timeout in formation. Mitchell's still the quarterback. Hargrave the running back. Just to his right, you got 2 receivers either side of the formation for the Lions. Mitchell takes the snap, rolls to the short side of the field, looks downfield, throws it down that sideline, and out of bounds. Pass intended for Aiden Parker somewhere around the line to gain.
Bring up 4th down at 18.
So our main camera's acting up, so I'm going to take a quick break. Mark, you'll take over?
Yep, I will. Let's see what yeah, the main camera is now out, so we'll keep it on the sideline camera. It is now 4th and 18 for the Lions. Rodriguez back to punt for Leander. Good snap. Nice punt. Hits about the 38 and rolls down, keeps going down inside the 10-yard line. They're not going to get it, and they'll pull it right down at the 5-yard line. Great punt by Rodriguez, and we have a flag. Looks like it was maybe running into the kicker, possibly. Maybe a, let's see what the call is. Checking with Coach Price. The defense is down there on the field. Long discussion. And it looks like, see if we get the call here. Maybe not. I guess they're just going to move on. Probably just running into the, wouldn't have gotten a first down, but a great punt. They'll take the ball down there. It is now 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 3:33 left here in the third quarter at 56-21. Yeah, they will decline that, the 5-yard penalty. So the camera is still out. We apologize for that. So the officials are getting ready. And here we go. 1st and 10. Ball is now in play. It is going to be a handoff up the middle, and he is tackled immediately by number 23 for Leander. That is Tyler Moorman. Picked up about 2 on that carry.
Tyler Mormon, 23 for Leander. Bring up second down and 8.
Second and 8. We have Maiden back in the game, and now we have a balloon on the field right about midfield. Official picks that up. Maiden gets a snap and hands off to the left side. Got some room, number 24. Oh, and he's gone. To the 40, to the 50, and they're not going to catch him. That is number 24 for the Cougars, Connor Cashion, with about a 94-yard scamper for a touchdown. You just see the speed all over the field for the Cougars. So the score is now 62-21, College Station. So in to kick the extra point, Gustavo Lopez. 2:36 left here in the third quarter. Kick is up, and it's good.
Kick is good. With 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter, your score is Leander 21.
So it's been all Cougars second half except for that touchdown play by Leander, and is now 63-21. And we're still having some difficulties with the main camera. We apologize for that. So Leander heading out for the kickoff return. Montgomery and Jacob Harris back deep. Little break in the action. Let's give a shout out to the gold level sponsors one more time. Mercy Veterinary Hospital at mercy-vet.com, 512-890-2000 over on of Ronald Reagan, and Rush Automotive, myrushauto.com/Leander, 512-548-6134 off of Highway 183. So Lopez once again getting ready to kick off.
Okay, we should be back. We're moments away from being back.
Ball set at the 40, and the kick is up. And it's going to be returned. Caught about the 11-yard line. Tries to go back to midfield. He gets taken down about the 10. Good downfield coverage. Montgomery tried to break towards the open field, but good coverage down there. So Leander will set up once again way back in their territory, and our camera is back.
Sometimes you can get lucky, and things just work out. Sometimes not. We got lucky on the camera, but the Lions are having a tough time here on the field with 2:31 remaining here in the third, trailing the state qualifying from last year. And I'll keep saying that because this is a quality football team and a quality football program from College Station. The Lions run the ball straight ahead. Not much there as the College Station team really riding a wave of momentum here. Late third quarter. That was number 47 for the Lions on the ball carry. I don't have him.
41.
41. That's why he's not on the roster. That's Cameron Hoosier, the sophomore running back.
Yeah, you just see it's a complete team for the Cougars. Their offense, defense,
Special
offensive
teams.
and defensive lines. They've got speed all over the place, and a good team.
That is the reason why you make the state final game. Mitchell with a deep pass down the middle intended for Parker, and it's intercepted. right around midfield. That's number 21, Braylon Wortham, and I believe that's his second interception tonight.
Yeah, they've got some Hawks back there, and they're reading the ball, and they're jumping on it.
So with 1:49 remaining in the third quarter, the College Station Cougars will take the football over once again. And the coaching staff up here for the Cougars seems pretty relaxed at this point. Out at quarterback again is Cole Corcoran.
Yeah, threw a beautiful pass earlier for a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a nice touch on that pass. Aiden Martinez-Brown, the ball carrier straight ahead, is going to get stacked up right around midfield after a gain of about 3 yards there. Leading the charge for Leander is number 90, Nicholas Kell. He's a junior defensive lineman.
That running back is number 27.
Oh, so it's a new running back.
Yeah, Kyrance Young.
Kyrance Young. He looks like he's a smaller, kind of a scat back running back. Maybe he's a youngster. Straight behind in the pistol, he'll get the ball straight ahead, and he's met in the backfield rudely by Joe Weezy. Loss of 3.5, maybe 4 yards on the play. They're going to push the line of scrimmage back to the 46-yard line, where it will be 3rd and 11 for the Cougars. And you see the line defense hadn't given up. Now, they've given up some big plays here in the second half, but they're still battling here. The running back again, number 27, Kyrese Young, in the backfield with the quarterback, Cade Corcoran. Corcoran will take the snap. He's looking to throw over the middle. He's got a man wide open up the seam. That's number 80, R.J. Cassis, and he's going to take it in for the score, and it is now a 69-21 lead with 32 seconds remaining here in the third, and it's getting out of hand at this point, Mark.
Yeah, he just went downfield on a simple seam route, got behind the defenders, had to almost come to a stop to catch the ball, then went upfield. So, yeah, it's one of these games where this second half really nothing's gone right, and Cougars have all the momentum, and we've all been in these types of games, but this is a team that they can basically put second, third-string players out there and get the same results.
Well, and you also have to realize the Lions are also utilizing this time to get some playing time and experience for some of those guys that aren't necessarily first-team offense, first-team defense. You know, they're going to get them some playing time out here. Ultimately, you just want to get as much work as you can for your players, as you're saying, Mark.
Yeah. So
there is a flag down right around the 4-yard line in a conference by the referees. It looks like they're going to go talk to the College Station coaches, and maybe they'll make an announcement here. They're going to see if he wants to accept a penalty. So it may be a hold against, looks like against the Lions. Yeah,
they're going to assess it on the kickoff. I didn't get the penalty, but it may have been.
I saw a hold indicated, but obviously his mic is out. We've had our crowd mic come in, go out, short out a little bit, and it's back again. So back deep to receive are number 12 for the Lions, Jacob Harris, along with number 10, Isaac Montgomery. They'll get an opportunity for a return here from the foot of Gustavo Lopez, number 91 of College Station. It's a little bit of a long discussion there.
Got a personal foul against
That's
Leander.
what it was. It wasn't a hold. It was a personal foul.
And it may have been on that tackle near the end. I know that he tried to knock the ball out. Maybe he got part of the helmet when he was trying to do that. I'm not sure, but they threw a flag right about where contact was made before he went into the end zone.
Well, despite the wind in his face, Lopez should have an easy opportunity for a touchback here as he lines up to kick on the line half of the football field at the 45-yard line. The returner's at the goal line, but unless this is some type of squib kick, you would expect that Lopez's kick should go out the back of the end zone. He'll put his foot into it and attempt basically a field goal. It's going to be a little short as it falls into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I think he's disappointed. I think he was trying to go through the crossbar. Didn't make it.
Well, the wind is it's pretty significant
Yeah.
if you look at the flags over near the school. I mean, while it's probably only a 10, 12-mile-an-hour wind, that can make a big difference on a football flying through the air, as we've seen. So the Lions will have the football 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. I'll finish here in the third. Mark will take over the play-by-play for the fourth and final period tonight. A lot of action going on here at the high school. Tons of cars on both sides of the stadium. Mitchell throws it in the flat to number 12 for the completion. That's Jacob Harris. He's going to get hit pretty much immediately, but they'll give him the 30-yard line for a gain of 5 yards. And that should be the last play of the third quarter, as we're down to 10 seconds and counting. The Lions have 28 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like they will allow it to wind down. And we'll shout out our sponsors, the gold and silver sponsors, one final time. Mercy Veterinary Hospital, online at mercy-vet.com, or call them at 512-890-2000. Or Rush Automotive, the other gold sponsor, at myrushauto.com/Leander. You can call them at 512-548-6134. The silver level sponsors, Leander Athletic Club, online at leanderathletic.club.com, or you can call them at 512-876-1855. The second silver sponsor is Lot Governmental Affairs. You can find them online on the LinkedIn and Facebook platforms. Just look up Earl Lott with Lott Governmental Affairs and send them a message, and he'll contact you. The third and final sponsor, RDZ Roofing, online at rdzroofing.com, or you can call them for your appointment at 512-316-1195. That's 512-316-1195. Anybody from RDZ Roofing is listening, please send me a direct message on the X platform. I need somebody to come look at my roof.
Yeah, I got some scores, some finals. Cedar Park over Eastview 47-6. Georgetown over A&M Consolidated 14-10, and Hendrickson over the Glen Grizzlies 24-3. So handoff off the right side. Gets up, gets enough for a first down, and a good run by Cameron Hoosier, number 41.
Yeah, you'd like to see that. Hoosier getting some carries and doing well with them.
Yeah, we saw him, I think, the first game of the
against
season.
Pflugerville.
Yeah, had some tough runs. So he's in there. Mitchell is still in at quarterback. Going to be another handoff. Gets behind some of the blockers and picks up about 5 or 6 on that carry. Straight ahead.
You can see tough sledding there on the inside, but Hoosier showing that he's not afraid of contact there in the middle of the field.
So they place the ball right at the 45-yard line. Leander going left to right, if you're listening, and the wind going directly into the wind.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that Georgetown score over A&M Consolidated, but I'm not shocked, right? Georgetown's a quality program. Those are two teams the Lions should be able to play with.
So 2nd and 4. Harrison motion. Going to be a pitch to him, and he drops it, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's
Little
that's
jet sweep.
fortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's kind of baked into the design of the play, right? Because you saw that the receiver was not expecting that football when Mitchell tossed it to him. But you toss it forward, underhand, sideways, overhand, it's still a pass.
3rd down. Run up the middle, enough for a first down. Another tough run by Hoosier. Picks up just enough. They'll move the chains. Almost at midfield. Ball will be placed at right about the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
Cole Flanagan coming up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle for College Station. The clock down to 10:40 in the game. Long huddle by the Lions here. Play clock down to 20 seconds.
So they head up 1st and 10. Quarterback run to the right side, and he's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards on that carry.
That's a tough play to run. The design kind of makes it hard because you're running to the short side of the field, and you just don't have as much space over there. And the Cougars were able to string it out and really clog any running lanes that Mitchell may have had, and resulted in a loss.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and about 13. Got some music going on here during the game.
Yeah, that's the outside. Yeah, usually the referees will say something to the
quick pass out to the left side off the hands of Harris. Incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 13.
And the Lions are actually pretty lucky that number 23, Madden Hurd, and the Lions, number 17, Augustus Bayarina, were busy kind of hand-checking each other because that ball bounced off of Harris's hand and almost went straight to the defender for the Cougars.
So clock down at 9:41. It stopped right now. Leander trailing 70-21.
Play clock down to 15 seconds.
Play action. Mitchell looking to throw, and it is caught by number 17, 1st down, Augustus Bayarina. Good throw, good catch. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, we just mentioned him moments ago. He's blocking a defender on the play prior, but he turns around and makes a nice catch for a 1st down here. Keep the line drive alive with 9:28 and counting remaining.
So Leander's taking their time right now. Going to set things up, get some players some reps here. Handoff up the middle. Runs into a defender or two for the Cougars and falls forward for a couple.
Yeah, pretty nice efforts from Hoosier in the backfield and in the front of the line offense, that offensive line playing a little bit better.
Play action, pass over to the left side. Close to a 1st down.
Looks like that's number 18.
Number 10.
Number 10. Oh, that's Montgomery. When I'm not using my binoculars on the other side of the field, those 0s and 8s look a lot alike.
3rd down and 2.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Clock is down to 8:27.
Obviously, this is 2-down territory for the Lions, regardless of what happens on this play. But you want to pick it up on 3rd if you can. Give it to Hoosier.
Yep, up the middle, pushes forward. Looks like he's going to have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give it to him. They've got it marked at the 25, which is the line to gain.
Getting some good reps here. Yeah, we saw in that first game and really running hard, and they had 2 or 3 running backs that were running hard that first game, and when they had that victory, and Coach Price talked about the depth at running back, and good job coming in right now. Hoosier, maybe not against the first-team defense, but still, hey, you still got to run hard, and he's doing that.
He's got good size, too.
Pass out to the right flat. It is caught by number 6, Luke Webster, and he'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, not a whole lot there.
Back to line of scrimmage. That's where they mark it, right at the 25.
Wasn't a whole lot there for Mr. Webster. He'll come off the field, and into the game will be Garrett Pites, number 11. He is traditionally an H-back. We'll see what they do with him here. Also coming into the game for the Lions, number 13, Aiden Steriker.
Another handoff up the middle. Hoosier got a little bit of room down to about the 16, 17-yard line.
Yeah, he showed good patience on that run. Pretty good vision as well.
About a yard short of the 1st down. They'll mark it right at the 16. 3rd and 1. Yeah, we normally do see the band out there, but they were talking they had to leave at halftime. They may be going on some competition. So Hoosier with another run. Makes a cut. Gets to the 5. Inside the 5, down to about the 1 or 2. Nice run.
Another example of great patience at the hole as he kind of waits, he stutter steps, and he sees it open and lets a couple of defenders go by the hole and is able to carry it down to the goal line.
Let's see if he can put it in here, and he does.
Nice
Off
job.
the right side, touchdown Lions, Cameron Hoosier. And we got to give credit to the offensive line on that drive. They were opening up holes for him, and he was able to run tough and get those first downs and finally get in the end zone.
Yeah, Hoosier was not going to be denied on that drive. You could tell each run he even gained a little bit of power. That's also beneficial to have fresh legs, but he's playing against a defense of fresh legs.
And the extra point is good. So Leander now up to 28 points. Still trailing 70-28. Yeah, ran into a buzzsaw that second half, Chuck.
Well, and you know, we knew that this was a very solid team. We knew that the Lions would have to really put up a lot of points. We just evidenced by the scores in the prior College Station matchups. You knew they were going to put up 60 points. Just against just about anybody that they play, and so the Lions knew they would have to match significant production on offense, and despite a pretty good production-wise evening, it was just more than they could overcome.
Yeah, they just kept coming after him, and the defense was getting a little bit worn down, and the Cougars were taking advantage of that and put those points up on the board. But hey, this is just the first game of district play. Looking down the road.
You run the table and you're in the playoffs,
Yep.
period. You probably win district, you run the table. Now, it's a tall order, but, you get 3 wins in this district, you will be in the playoffs. You get 2 wins, you're probably going to be in the playoffs.
So next week, the 29th, Leander is the visitor here against the Glen Grizzlies. So
always annoying to me.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, so that'll be here at Bible Stadium. Then following that, Georgetown comes to Bible Stadium on a Thursday, the 5th. And then Leander travels to College Station playing A&M Consolidated at Tiger Stadium on the 13th.
By the way, I'm not going to be here for that Georgetown Thursday night game. I'm going to be in San Diego. So.
Oh, well, good for you.
Well, I'm going to be attending a professional conference, but it is in San Diego, and I do plan on going to the zoo at least one of those days. So.
Lions getting ready to kick into the wind, and it goes out of bounds.
And that's the first one tonight from Ivan Rodriguez that did not enter the end zone, and it was probably 1.5 yards from doing that.
Yeah, that's the first time I think we've seen that all year, Chuck.
It is.
And he's going into a very stiff wind. I mean, the flags are straight out.
It has definitely picked up since the beginning of the game. We were looking at 10 or 12 mile-an-hour winds, 8, 10, 12 mile-an-hour winds early when we started. I bet it's up to 15, 18 miles an hour with who knows the gust. But it's certainly made a difference heading from the north part of the stadium to the south. And right now, the backup quarterback, Cade Corcoran, has played really well. Now he's got the wind at his back.
Yep, and in the backfield with him is number 24. And they're going to hand off to him, and he runs tough. Number 24, he had that long touchdown, that Connor Cashian earlier.
Number 11, Garrett Pites on the tackle, I believe, if he's on defense. And he is. And you see they're taking as much of the play clock as they would like here as they try to wind this wind down.
Yeah, I think it'll just be
28.
Heavy on the run here. Clock is down to 5:38. Another handoff to Cashian, and he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, gets away, but a couple more Lions try to bring him down. So he gets up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 5. Yeah, they're just going to let this run down as much as they can.
Well,
try and get out of here without
yeah.
any injuries. And, you don't need to be trying to run up the score here. You've got it well in hand. You got the win. Get some players a few more reps. Work towards next week.
Yeah, you want to beat Glenn.
Another handoff, but he gets dumped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice effort there from Nicholas Kell.
Loses 1 or 2 on that. That'll bring up 4th down, and the punting unit comes out.
Yeah, you really don't want to go into next week down because of this game, or to lose any more players. What you want to do is beat your crosstown rival.
Yep, that's a big game.
Every year that you play Glenn, it's a big game, right? So Glenn, the last school that's been built here in LISD, and as the schools before them would enjoy nothing more than beating Leander every time they face them in every sport that they face them in. And so the Lions, not unlike the Cowboys or Longhorns, get the best effort from whomever they're playing, especially those in the local area.
Yep. Should be a great game next week. Come check it out. We will be up here in the press box. I'm not sure if we'll get this booth or not, Chuck. I don't know if they are.
We'll probably be in the one that's
a
couple down.
A little bit further down, possibly.
If it's not raining, we may set up outside, he said jokingly. It really depends on the weather. And based on what I've seen, at least in terms of my experience in the 10-day forecast, it's not going to be cool enough for us to set up outside. There's something to be said about the air conditioning in the press box, even if it is probably 6 degrees warmer in here than it is my home.
So Cougars getting ready to punt, and back deep for Leander.
Harris.
Is that Harris?
Yes, Jacob Harris.
Jacob Harris.
I believe, number 12.
Punt is up.
Nope, it's number 13, Steriker.
Bounces and stays away from it wisely, and they'll down it right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they were going to give Aiden Steriker an opportunity to return a kick, but good coverage on especially that Cougar side of the formation, as those coverage guys able to get downfield quickly before the ball could be scooped up by Steriker. So he wisely avoids it.
So 3:44 left here in the ball game.
We'll see if the Lions want to work on their passing game. They're going to work on their running game. I mean, are they going to bring Hoosier out again and see what he can do? They got a new guy. Looks like we have a new running back. Might be is that 26 or 36?
That's a new quarterback, number 16. I think that's Thomas Herring.
Oh, well, there you go.
And in the backfield with him. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Number 16 is Chris Tracy. Sorry, looking at the wrong sheet. Chris Tracy in at quarterback, and also Hoosier in the backfield with him. So Tracy's first snaps of the season.
Are they going to let him throw, or are they going to feed Hoosier here? I think they're probably going to feed Hoosier, is my guess.
And the
Hoosier got a step before the snap.
Kind of jumped, a little false start, so they'll move him back 5.
That kind of helps me believe that I'm correct, that they're going to feed Hoosier the football. Ball back to the 20 now.
And it's always a little bit different with the new quarterback and the cadence and timing. And
sure.
Offensive line, got to listen to that a little bit different than when Mitchell's in. Snap is back. It's going to be a little shuttle pass and runs it back.
It's Aiden Steriker.
Gets about 4 on that carry before he's brought down.
He almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. He is about a yard shy, but a pretty good run for Steriker in traffic. Nice gain of 4 yards. Clock moving at 3:20. And that band you hear is not the Lion Band. That's the College Station Band. The Lion Band left because they have a competition tomorrow.
Tracy gets a snap, play action pass. It is caught, but his knee was down.
Yeah, Luke Webster had to go way down onto the ground to scoop that up. And unfortunately, in high school and NCAA rules, your knee's on the ground with possession of the ball, you're down.
It'll be 3rd and 12. Clock is rolling at 2:42 left in the game.
And Lions taking a lot of that play clock down as they work on just getting some depth. Because really, if you think about it, a lot of the difference in the Lions and the teams they play in district play comes down to depth. And we've seen improvements in a lot of positions, but
Handoff to Hoosier, gets about 2 on that carry. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. Clock is down to 2:10. So they'll bring the punting unit out.
But it gives you an opportunity to get some of these guys some actual game time play, and there's nothing that can be substituted for that. You can practice as hard and as fast as you think you can and still not play to the same difficulty level as what occurs in a game situation.
Nobody back for the Cougars to return the punt. They'll just let it roll. Nice punt into the wind. Hits about the 35, and they'll down it right about the 37.
That's about a 45-yard punt from Ivan Rodriguez into the teeth of a pretty significant headwind.
Yeah.
So, had he been able to get more of a spiral on that punt, which is, easy for me to say up here, instead of doing it off of your foot. But if he was able to, he may have even got another 10 or 12 yards and even got the roll that he was looking for. But because it was a little bit of a knuckler, it got caught up in the wind, and when it hit the ground, it bounced towards the Lions' goal line.
So. Yeah, so Corcoran's in. Looks like they're in the victory formation here. 1:27 left here in the ball game.
Yeah, it'll be 2, maybe 3 snaps.
So he takes a knee, and that'll basically do it for tonight. Pretty good first half. Then it kind of got away from the Lions, but I like the fight. Like how they came out punching and fighting.
And in both halves.
Yep. So make sure you tune in next week. If you can't make it to the game, we'll bring you the broadcast on SHN Sports for Chuck Cracy and Mark Sickles. Want to thank you for tuning in. Lions will go down 70-28 tonight, but we saw a lot of good things as well, Chuck.
Yeah, I think there's stuff to build on. Again, this program is moving in the right direction, but to attain the heights that it had previously a couple of decades ago, there's still work to be done. And I'd just like to say I've seen a lot of improvement from the program, and I think as long as it continues in this direction, there are bright days ahead for the Leander Lions.
Definitely. So that'll do it as the clock is ticking down to 17 seconds. We want to thank all of our Booster Club sponsors. Like the new camera, we'll definitely tweak that and get some good shots for you. We want to appreciate everyone helping us out tonight as the Lions are walking off the field. We just want to say thank you. Have a great evening. For Chuck Cracy, I'm Mark Sickles for Leander Lions Football and SHN Sports. Tune in next week. Good night.